What is up? Welcome to Night Screams. Doing the night stream tonight. Was gonna take down the virtual background tonight. Just gonna keep it kind of like this right here. I kind of miss the old destination station look, even though it's empty right now. But it's okay for right now. If you want the virtual background, just let me know in the comment section. I'll change it up for you. Just gonna wait for some people to trickle in here. I know. I don't normally do night streams lately, but I'm gonna start doing them regularly now. So let's just see who we can get up in here, and we'll see how this goes tonight. We're just gonna play it by ear. I just want to hang out with y'all for a little bit. So if you're gonna watch this now or watch it on repeat, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. So yeah. Just kicking back with Destin with my stationeers. It seems like that's what everybody wants to lean towards is the stationeers. Like I said, I am going to do a poll and kind of make that official eventually, but that's what we're working. That's the working title right now. So yeah, let's see what we can get up in here. Got some other streamers going on right now. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes. We'll just play it by ear. Just want to hang out with y'all for a little bit and spend some time and start these night screams, these night live streams. I'm gonna start calling them night screams. It just seems a little fitting. Also got to I gotta advertise for the Quarry. That's the game behind me. I've been playing. I'm not finished with yet, and yeah, really fun, interesting game, especially if you're a horror fan, slasher fan. Is it slasher though? I don't know. If you ever played Until Dawn, you know what you're getting yourself into, or any of those dark anthology games. So yeah, let's just see how it goes tonight. I don't really expect a big audience tonight, but we'll see how it goes. Gonna still stick with the morning streams, the want some scream with your coffee streams, like I plan on doing. Start your day off right. Let's talk about some horror movies. Let's especially Scream. So yeah, let's do morning and night streams. I kind of like them. And tonight is just gonna be just us kicking back and talking horror. And I really want to talk about the whole Blumhouse possibly getting the rights to A Nightmare on Elm Street, which is very interesting to me. So yeah, because Jason Blum believes he could get Robert Englund to play Freddy Krueger one more time. Yeah, with enough money. So yeah, I got a video about this coming out tomorrow morning. I don't know if it'll be out tomorrow morning. I plan on making the video before I go live again. So it'll be out sometime tomorrow. Might be after the stream, whenever you actually get to see it. But yeah, I think Blumhouse is a really good home for Nightmare on Elm Street for many reasons. And Blumhouse is gonna have to come up off that money to get Robert Englund back. That's all I gotta say. So yeah, he really does want to bring back A Nightmare on Elm Street. So we'll see. We will see. Just gonna wait for some people to trickle in here. I know I don't normally do night live streams, so I don't expect a big crowd at this moment. But hopefully we can build one over time. So yeah. If you are in the house, what do you think about Blumhouse getting the rights to Nightmare on Elm Street? And do you think Robert Englund should come back? Do you think he should be, or do you think we should get a younger actor, somebody younger to play the role? You think Robert Englund has done his time and it's not the same? Let me know. Who do you want to play Freddy Krueger? That is the question. So That's the question of the day. uh, because we all want Robert Englund. I mean, who's going to lie to that? We all want Robert Englund to come back and play Freddy Krueger at least one last time, but who's going to play him after him? How are we going to keep this franchise rolling? We got to pass the torch. We got to, because it takes 2-3 years to actually get a film out. So, I mean, by the time, time is not on Robert's side if they're wanting to do like a trilogy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, yeah, he could do it. He seems pretty healthy for his age, but I mean, is he going to want to do it? Would you want to do it at that age? Are you ready to just like chill with your money and do easy projects, easy cameos? Yeah, let me know. So, I don't know how long I'm going to go on tonight. I know we got some other streamers going on right now. So, I don't expect a really big crowd. So, let me see real quick. Kind of working on another background, but I thought about going back to this. Seeing how it looks right here. Yeah, I need to get a green screen. It's not bad, though. I don't think it's too bad. So... All right. So yeah. I'm just kind of messing around with some virtual backgrounds right now. Just kind of tonight is just kind of going to be just getting the hang of things for night streams, for these night screams, whatever you want to call it. So yeah. Just going to wait for some people to trickle in. Hopefully we get a decent crowd. I know some other streamers are going on, like I've already said. But I really want to talk about this whole Blumhouse possibly getting the rights to A Nightmare on Elm Street and bringing Robert Englund back. Caleb Jenkins, what's up, man? Glad you're here. Just decided this was kind of like a new thing. Trying to do the night screams, wearing the Stu Mocker getup. Figure it's fitting, a night robe for the night screams. So yeah, glad you're here, dude. I'm glad to see you here. What do you think about Jason Blum, man? What do you think about him possibly getting the rights? And do you think that Robert Englund should come back? And if he does come back, do you want him to be like a passing of the torch and we get a new Freddy, or do you want it to be like a one and done? Do you want it to be a requel to the first film, or how do you want it to play out? Caleb Jenkins, I heard no Gail Weathers in Scream 6 because she haven't been filming. Yeah, I heard that too. It doesn't mean she's not going to be in the movie. She has some other projects going on, and I think she's where'd they say she was? She's somewhere else. But with her, depending on how large her role is, she doesn't have to be on set the entire time, especially not right now. You know, she might come later on into the film. She might only have be there at the climax. She might only be there in the middle of the movie. We don't know. And with her, her probably request is to put all of her scenes together so she can fly in, do all her scenes at once, and then leave. She's not going to stick around with the young cast, and they have to be there like on set every day, you know. So I think we're still in safe waters. I think Courtney Cox is still going to be there. I really do, Caleb. So don't. I know there's some videos going around and people are worried about it, but don't be too worried about it, because I really do think that Gail Weathers is in it. For one, Jenna Ortega already said that, you know, she's glad to see her back. I don't think she's going to be dropped out. I don't think any of that would have been said unless Courtney Cox is already signed on. So if she's signed on, she's locked in. You know what I'm saying? Caleb Jenkins, I think he definitely think he should make a requel. Yeah, I do too. A requel to like the original, like they've done like the Halloween films. Like that's what I'm liking. I'm liking that idea, because I actually want Heather Langenkamp back as well. You know, I'm spoiler alert, you know what happens to her in Dream Warriors, but I do want her back. I want her back, and she doesn't have to be the main focal point, but I do want, you know, and I don't want to take like the Laurie Strode approach to where it's like she's been waiting for Freddy and all this kind of stuff. Like, no, I don't want it like that. I want it to be like they seek out her help, you know, or she's trying to help them in some way. And maybe Heather dies in this one a different way, or maybe she survives, or maybe she just has a cameo. But I do want her to still be alive and still be in this universe, because Heather Langenkamp is such a sweet soul, and she's one of the best final girls in horror movie cinema ever. So yeah, I do want to see a requel to the first film, and I want to see Robert Englund back, but I also want to see them pass the glove off to our new Krueger. I don't know if you were in my stream this morning, the Want Some Scream with Your Coffee stream this morning, but we touched on this. We talked a lot about this. And I have a video coming out tomorrow that's going to be pretty in-depth of where I'd like to see a Nightmare on Elm Street go, and this whole thing about Blumhouse possibly getting the rights to a Nightmare on Elm Street, which I think that is a good house for. I think it's a good house for a Nightmare on Elm Street. And what they did with Halloween, I think it could be profitable, especially if you're bringing Robert Englund back. That's going to get asses in the seats. Nathaniel Fincher, what do you want to see from the new Nightmare on Elm Street movie? What I want to see is I want to see a requel to the original movie. But I want them to show respect to everything that came after. Maybe some little Easter eggs, maybe some little cameos, maybe even name some of our new Elm Street kids after some of the, you know, some of the main characters in the movies, you know, going forward, like Alice or something like that. Kristen, Kincaid, you know, just name them after them, show some a little bit of respect. But I think it should pick up to where Robert Englund is still playing Freddy Krueger. We got him back, and I think the movie should open up to where it opens up in a nightmare, kind of similar to what Tina's was in the original Nightmare on Elm Street. And we only see Freddy from a distance, in the shadows, dark, looking gross, but we never get a clear view of who he is, or you know, how he looks. You only see his eye between like the pipes. You see the claws. You know, it's building up that suspense, and then maybe he jumps out, but he's still like in the shadows, so you really can't make out what it is. But we can tell that it's Robert Englund, and we know that it's Robert Englund. But this is like a weaker Freddy. This is a Freddy that's almost been forgotten. You know, like what the parents wanted, they now have succeeded. And but this new victim, this new person that lives in the Krueger home are starting to have nightmares. And then they could probably tie in a little bit of a Nightmare on Elm Street 2 with that whole, I like the whole how Jesse found Nancy's diary, and it was like going into detail about who Fred Krueger was, his razor sharp fingers, burnt skin, all that kind of stuff. And maybe that's what awoken Freddy to him, and that's why he started having nightmares about him. So, you know, you could show a little bit of homage to like a Nightmare on Elm Street 2. And I know it gets hated on, but it's actually one of the better horror sequels we've ever gotten. and Freddy is horrifying in that movie. He's one of the scare. He's the scariest he's ever been in any of the Nightmare movies, in my opinion. Um, so, but I think that like by the end of the movie, we find out like throughout the movie, it's kind of like a mystery, but it's also like they're trying to unravel who Fred Krueger was, because now all the Elm Street kids are starting to have these same nightmares, similar to a typical Nightmare on Elm Street movie. We see the downfall of these kids, but we find out that there's a character. He doesn't even know that he's a Krueger, but like maybe he was like set up or something. But when the townspeople and the parents find out that he is a Krueger and these kids have already started dying throughout the movie, they automatically point fingers at him, and he's innocent. And then he's also discovering that he's a Krueger as well. And then the parents do the same thing to him because they think that they've already gotten rid of Fred Krueger, but now they think it's really this guy that's related to Krueger, and they actually torment him, burn him, kill him. And this is that moment to where we have Robert Englund. When this guy dies, this is the moment where Robert Englund, this guy, is passing the torch in Dreamland, or whatever you want to call it. You can make it hell. I don't give a shit. And then you see our new Freddy rise, like slowly, and with the hat and the glove, and then he just goes, like the climax of the movie is like him being our new Freddy. And then by the end, we still get that, like that nod or that cameo, that little quick thing of Robert Englund, and that's like him like nodding, like I don't know, like that's my son, or something. Like his son got taken away at a young age because that was part of the story, was that his daughter got taken away. Who's to say that he didn't have a son? Who's to say he didn't have a son? And I think that, who else is going to take on the Krueger? How do you take on Fred Krueger and not be Robert Englund? And how do you not keep continuing the story? You have to do something. You have to tie something in. Similar to how the new Candyman movie was, how it was passing the hook, and they had that little nod with Tony Todd. It was just, I thought Tony Todd should have been more in that movie, more predominant, but it was still similar in nature as how I want the Nightmare on Elm Street movie done, but it just has to be taken with care. That's similar to what it is, what I've been working on, but that's the thing, is like I want Robert Englund in there, but by the climax, I want us to realize that we are passing the glove, passing the torch to our new Krueger, Freddy's son, and he is now the Elm Street child killer, dream killer. So yeah, I'll have more videos in more depth on that here in the near future. But yeah, great question. I love Nightmare on Elm Street. It is my jam. Nathan Fincher, surprising Nev is not in the new one since they are filming locally to her. I know that. I thought that was part of the reason why they were filming in Canada, was to be close to her. I thought maybe that was like her request, like, oh well, if you want me to be in there, I'm not flying out to wherever. You got to come to me. I thought that was part of it, but no. Maybe that was originally part of it, and then she backs out. Maybe she thought that, well, if I get them to move the production here, and maybe they'll give me a pay increase, and then they still said no to her, to whatever her desired salary was, and that's, we're just right there. But I really do think it's because Montreal is similar to New York City, so. But yeah, I can't believe it. This is going to be the make or break sequel for Scream 6. I don't know. I'm scared, but you know what? I'm still supporting them. I'm not going to sit here and trash the movie just because of that. I'm being hopeful. I really do. I hope it's a good property. I hope it's a good product, is what I mean. Like, I hope we are pleasantly surprised. Caleb Jenkins, I'm glad you're feeling better. That just makes me happy. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, feeling a lot better. I mean, like, my eyes and everything, when they were horrible. I could barely even like get my head off the pillow. So yeah, thanks, man. I'm glad I'm feeling better too. I'm gonna start doing more night streams too, like scream streams and stuff. Heck yeah. Like I know I haven't done them on the regular or anything, and we do that morning stream, but I'm gonna start doing this as well. Let's start our day off right. Let's end our nights off right, right? Some night screams. And are you Cody Ghostface? Do you think they should bring Halloween Ends, go to Peacock, or go to theaters, or do both like they did for Halloween Kills? Hey man, are you feeling better? Yeah, Cody. I'm feeling much better. I feel alive today. I've still got a little bit of a cough, but I am doing much better now, man. Thanks for asking. And I don't know. That was like, I want to go to theaters to see it, but it was convenient to watch it on Peacock at home. And I don't think it really hurt it financially, so I don't see why it would be a big waste if they did do it on Peacock, because not everybody has Peacock, you know? So, I think both. But honestly, maybe they should just go back to theaters, because I mean, with the mandate and everything like that, it's just not, that's the reason why they did it. And that's understandable. But honestly, I wish more movies would do same day in theaters and on streaming, you know? Especially if you got like a really good theater setup at your house. Yeah. Sometimes in horror movies, sometimes the crowds can be distracting from the movie. You ever been in a theater crowd where it's distracting and you're just like, I don't even know what this person's saying because people are just acting crazy in this movie. But yeah, I would think I would, Cody, to answer your question, yeah, I think it would benefit a lot of people if it went both. Valerie, what's up, Valerie? How you doing tonight? Glad you're here in the stream. Heck yeah, I gotta get some moderators. So yeah, YouTube's finally stopped being so damn greedy, and they have monetized me, so that's a plus for me. I was really stressed out about all that, so finally, I guess they got tired of me nagging them, so it worked, right? But yeah, I got to get some moderators too, because some of my streams I've had some crazy stuff in it, and I was like, oh wait, especially that live stream interview with Mike Vaughn. I was like, what is going on in here? Cody Ghostface, a good Freddy Krueger would be Evan Peters, in my opinion. Okay, is that the Flash? Or not Flash? Quicksilver, right? Evan Peters, isn't that Quicksilver? I think I'm right on that. I could see him. Yeah, maybe. My pick for a Freddy Krueger is none other than Walton Goggins. I just think Walton Goggins would kill it as Freddy Krueger. He just has that menacing, like he has that, for one thing, he has that posture. He has that swag about him. And it's like, he can be funny, he can be humorous, he can be dark comedy, and then he can be sadistic also. So he can balance all those things, and I think he would be an awesome Freddy Krueger. My second choice would be Sam Rockwell. And my third choice is probably gonna be Ben Foster. Those three guys are my top picks. I'm picking, and I think Kevin Bacon would be great. I really do. But I'm trying to pick somebody besides that because we've been hearing that back and forth for a long time. It would be great too. I wouldn't be mad at that. Before Kevin Bacon was in talks, there was a short moment where people were talking about Billy Bob Thornton playing Freddy Krueger back in the day. And I thought that would have been awesome. That would have been great. Because he can be funny. He can be sadistic. He can be serious. Great actor. So yeah. But that's if that's Quicksilver, Evan Peters, then yeah, that's a good pick too. Be a young Freddy. Caleb Jenkins, would you like to see Nev in Halloween or Nightmare on Elm Street? I would. That would be really cool, actually. If, if more of these, top final girls, I really look at it as, Nev Campbell and Heather Langenkamp, Sigourney Weaver, Jamie Lee Curtis. Like, I really do look at them as like they're legends in the horror genre. And honestly, if you really think about it, I mean, Aliens is a totally different subgenre. I get it, but she is a badass woman in cinema, and I would like to see like Nev be, show support to Halloween, like have a cameo or be a neighbor, be a clerk at a store, be a guidance counselor. I don't know, anything. Same thing, vice versa with Heather Langenkamp, like being in a Halloween movie or a Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Just like show their support, and it all kind of just, like show love for one another. You know how like YouTubers do. We all visit each other's streams and stuff, and they need to do the same thing. But like, yes, Nev Campbell, more Nev, the better, in my opinion. Ghostface Fanatic, what is up? What is up, Ghostface Fanatic in the house? There's another Ghostface. we got two Ghostfaces. They're gonna face off. Ghost face off. Hey, can we make that a thing? I don't want y'all fighting. How's it going? Yeah, it's going pretty good, man. Feeling better. Kind of getting over the sickness. Trying out something different with this virtual background. Been doing it on the last couple streams. So yeah. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here, buddy. Really glad you're here. Thank you. Can't wait until Scream 6 and Halloween ends. I know I'm about to pop with anticipation. I just can't. I can't wait. But I'm so glad we're getting another Scream movie so quick, because I mean, we're right around the corner from Halloween ends, and then right around the corner from that, we're going to be talking and discussing about that for the longest, because I'm pretty sure that's going to be a controversial movie. It's going to be a 50-50 split probably, and then we got Scream 6 coming along, and that's going to be controversial because we don't have Dewey, we don't have Nev, and we don't know what to expect. So yeah, I'm with you. I can't wait. Ghostface Fanatic also says, I hope they don't make Scream 6 another version of Scream 2. I don't think so. They might show some respect, or maybe say some lines or something small, but I really don't think they will do that. I really don't. I think that they know not to do that. If they did do that, what I'm thinking is that there's going to be advertised. I think the new Stab movie is going to be in production or about to come out in New York, and it's going to be advertised all over the place, on screens, billboards, sides of buses, everywhere you look, TV. It's just the new Stab movie, and I honestly think that the whole thing about Scream 5 was it was going to be Richie and Amber wanted to make a requel because all the sequels sucked. Well, what if their idea worked and Hollywood looked at it and was like, oh, well, we're going to take them up on that. We're going to do a direct sequel to the original Stab. So this is technically Stab, but they're calling it the same name, Stab, kind of like how Scream did with Scream. And we're going to see like the actors that play Richie and plays, the Carpenter sisters, all that kind of stuff. Similar to how we saw like in Scream 3. We're not going to get to know them. They're not going to be the main part of the movie, but I think we're going to see advertisements of it. Similar in Scream 2, how whenever we saw Tori Spelling and Luke Wilson playing, Sydney and Billy and all that kind of stuff. And I think that, with it being around the Halloween season, we'll probably get some different versions of the masks at some type of festival or parade or something like that. I also said something about it'd be cool to get something similar to like I Know What You Did Last Summer scene where Sarah Michelle Gellar is like running between alleyways and trying to make it to all the people in the street with the parade, and she gets caught right at the nick of time. So that would be really cool to have a good chase scene like that, in and out of buildings and running around, New York City and trying to get to the Halloween festival that's happening outside. Yeah, and maybe it be a different costume that Ghostface is wearing. That'd be super dope. But yeah, it better not be another version of Scream 2. Call it Scream the sequel. Call it Scream again or another. I don't know what to call it, man. That's another thing. What are they gonna call this damn movie? Ghostface Fanatic. I hope they don't make Sydney the killer or nothing. No, I don't think so. Not now. That would be crazy. I'll just hope they don't kill Sydney off screen. I hope they don't do some stupid stuff like that. But even if they do that, they can retcon that later. So yeah, and I don't think they would. That's I just don't see how that would be beneficial to anybody or anything, or even the story, if they did anything with Sydney at this point. With her not being involved, let her not be involved. Yeah, you can mention her, and you can say that she decided not to come back or something. You know. So yeah, they better not do that. I agree with you, man. If I haven't said so yet, if you're just now getting in the chat, if you don't mind smashing that like button, that would be awesome, and share it anywhere and everywhere you can. That would be very, very appreciative as well. That helps this channel and this video get noticed. So yeah, guys, I appreciate everybody that's here. Let's keep going. Ghostface Fanatic. We got, I think that would be a big mistake if Sydney is going to be in Scream 7. She's the final girl and would be dumb because she would have wanted to kill her kids and Mark. Yeah, that would be a great big mistake. I'm not going to lie about that. I always thought that like Mark Kincaid could have been possibly still a Ghostface that got away, that was actually helping Roman. But because I mean, like, okay, he got knocked out pretty easy. And I know it's a horror movie and I know it's a Scream movie and people do get knocked out easy in these movies. But something about Kincaid. What if Kincaid is like the mastermind? And maybe that's why there hasn't been a Ghostface killing in a while. It's because Kincaid was so obsessed with Sydney Prescott, and now he's married to her. He got what he wanted. He got her. So now there's these other things, these requel ideas of these killers coming out. And maybe later on, I always thought that would be really dark if you find out that, like, Sydney is married to Mark, but he's actually was a Ghostface with Roman. Like, he's one of the masterminds. Like, that would be super dark. And I thought he could have been a good Ghostface too. There was like that whole who's the bigger alpha guy with him and Dewey, and I always thought, like, man, they're gonna have like a fight scene. They're gonna have to show out. Ghostface Fanatic, you would have to explain a lot of stuff. Yeah, you would. Ghostface also says it would be disloyal to her character. Definitely disloyal to her character. Definitely don't do it. Just don't do it. I'll mod for you. Okay, Nathaniel, I'll definitely I'll definitely consider that. Yeah, for sure. Thanks, man. Definitely gonna need some. Hold on, the chat just jumped on me. Where were we? I think it would be cool to see a horror crossover like Jamie Lee in Scream or Nev in Halloween. It would be cool to see Jamie Lee and Nev collab. It would definitely be awesome for that, Ghostface Fanatic. Like, I mean, I'm sure you saw that interview before Scream 5 came out, where they were just like on they were doing like a live stream like this, and they were just like talking to each other, and they were like promoting their movies and talking about their experiences and all that. That was really cool. And I would like to see them both show more support to each other and be in the properties. That would be super awesome, because they are some of the biggest final girls, if not the biggest final girls there ever was. So yeah, definitely agree with you there, Ghostface. Cody Ghostface, Richard Brake, aka Doomhead from 31, could be a good friend. He could. Richard Brake could. I just saw him in something recently. Where did I see him at? He was on, I know what it was. Jamie Kennedy. I was watching his channel, and he was talking about the reason why he wasn't in the last Tremors movie. And I haven't watched the Tremors movies in forever, especially the newer ones. And it got me interested and curious about the new Tremors movie that had Napoleon Dynamite in it, that kind of replaced Jamie Kennedy's, comedy, effect of the movie. And so I was like, oh, this seems kind of like a, fun. Turn your brain off and have some fun with it. I used to love Tremors back in the day, especially the first two. Especially the first one. The second one I do like. It was better than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, anyways, but Richard Brake is in there. He's kind of like, I didn't finish the movie, but he's kind of like a villainous role. Yeah, he's good. He's good. He plays a damn good bad guy. He makes you hate him. Wasn't he one of the paramedics in Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 at the beginning? Wasn't he the one that was like just yelling, fuck. So I just remember that. Like, I think that's the same guy, but he's funny as hell. Good choice though. Good choice, Cody. Caleb Jenkins, you're in my top 5 horror YouTubers. Killjoy Jake, Fate Decide, Destination Station, and 4 is Craving Something Scary, 5 Critical Overlord. Awesome, man. Thank you. I'm glad to be in your top 5. That's saying something right there, man. Much appreciated, man. All of them are great. I'm fans of all of them as well. I've done some streams and talked to them, on live and stuff like that in the past. And yeah, they're all great. Craving Something Scary kind of brought us all together too, to start collabing, and kind of was the godfather of Woodsboro. That's what I call Craven. He's the godfather of Woodsboro that kind of brings the family together, the Woodsboro family together. That's what we need to work on, that, right? But thank you, man. That's awesome. I really appreciate that, Caleb. Nathaniel Fincher, who do you suspect to be one of the Ghostface killers in the next installment? Stu's sister, father. Let's see. Suspect to be one of the Ghostface killers in the next installment. I wouldn't be surprised if we're pretty sure we're either one of the new characters are going to be Ghostface or 2 of them. I honestly think that possibly what's his name, Dermot Mulroney, the cop that's supposed to be the cop in New York City that got added to the cast. I could see him probably being a pretty good, having a motive. Maybe he was Sam's or Tara's father. Maybe that's the stepfather that left, and maybe that's part of the reason why they're in New York City. Maybe to try to reconnect, and she got accepted to that college, and they decided to go together or something. Or maybe we don't know that's her stepfather, and we find out when the motive comes about and he becomes the Ghostface. Maybe that says that maybe that shows that he's actually the stepfather or something. I don't know. I honestly don't think that the stepfather or the father, or Jenna Ortega's dad, is missing. I've made videos in the past on theory videos about how I think that that wasn't Sam's first time to kill. Whenever Sam killed Richie, that was overkill. She enjoyed that. She was getting off on that. That is not her first kill. And she also told Tara that I left to protect you. And Tara kept saying, protect me from what? From you? And yes, protect her because she's uncontrollable. She's you don't know what she's going to do next. She doesn't even know what she's going to do next. And so maybe she had this episode to where she actually did kill the stepdad for whatever reason, on accident, out of rage. Maybe Billy was controlling her, something, maybe that was, and that was her breaking point to actually leave, because I mean, the stepfather leaves, and then she leaves, I don't know. But Stu's sister, I don't know. I think if it is Stu's sisters, we're not gonna know that this is what's her name, Leslie Mocker. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna know that this is Leslie Mocker until the end, till the reveal. So it could be possibly her, but I think it would be kind of dark if Chad was the killer, because he survived. He didn't know anything about Liv dying, and his whole career. We're gonna see like a downfall of him, like I think almost like a depression, maybe, like he can't fulfill his football dreams. He can't do anything. So maybe he looks at Sam or Tara or all of them as they're responsible for for what happened to him, his attack, and maybe maybe he's one of the killers, you know. Um, but yeah, I think that would be pretty cool to have Dermot Mulroney as one of the killers. But yeah, if it and he could be the father that we just maybe there's no screen time between Tara and him or Sam and him, so they never really realize it. Maybe you only see interaction with him and the other cast like Chad or Mindy, and maybe that kind of throws us off because by the end we actually, whenever he does walk out to be the Ghostface killer, Sam and Tara could be like, Dad, you know, or Sam could be like, you know, whoever, you know, this is my stepdad. But the audience is just realizing, oh wait, they haven't shared any screen time. Similar to Mrs. Loomis and Nev Campbell, when she walked out, she immediately said Mrs. Loomis, and then we realized, oh, they haven't ran into each other yet through this whole movie, only with Gail. So yeah, something similar to that. That would be kind of cool. Ghostface Fanatic. I think there could be characters that have the same personality as the characters in Scream 2. Like there is going to be a character named Derek. I heard that too. It could be a Derek. I don't think it'll be the same type of Derek. I don't think they're going to have the same character traits or anything like that. I think if there is a Derek, that's like just like a little Easter egg for Scream 2. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we'll see. We will see. Caleb Jenkins, I will definitely try to audition for the 7th installment of Scream. Yeah, I would love to do that as well, man. I used to take up some acting lessons back in the day. Now I just write and try to direct little short films and stuff like that, and try to and content create here on YouTube. But yeah, man, let me know if you do. That'd be awesome. Ghostface Fanatic, the title could be Blackamoor or Screams. Yeah, Screams. I thought about Screams, and I don't hate that, but the more I got to thinking about it, if I'm behind this property, Scream, that's the name. This is the marketing, the word Scream. When you do Screams, I mean, they did it with Alien and Aliens, so it could work. If they do Screams and then they have like more than one killer, like they do have this big stew cult or just a cult in general, and you got a bunch of people getting killed, okay, call it Screams. That's kind of like, instead of, you know, 1 or 2 killers, we got a bunch of them, you know, like they could just kind of, you know, play with that. But yeah, I think they should call it Scream, and call it, you know, the sequel, or I don't know. They might call it Scream 2. I don't know. I'm really confused. I wonder if they even know. They might just be working with a working title right now and just trying to figure it out by the time they decide to announce it. So, Ghostface Fanatic. I would kind of hate if Mark was a killer, because I think Sydney deserves a happy ending and she would be happy with it. Yeah, I do too. I agree with that. I'm just saying it would be dark. You know, sometimes I tend to want my horror movies to be darker than they actually need to be. But yeah, we do want our Sydney to be happy and all that. So, but I mean, I don't know. She's got her kids. Maybe at the end of the movie, her and her kids run off and find happiness. I don't know. But yeah, that, I know it would be dark, but it would also be sadistic if he was, you know. Ghostface Fanatic, because Billy was a killer, her first boyfriend, so I think she needs to be. Yeah, I agree. I feel you on that. I agree with that. I'm not going to argue on that. It's okay. I like that. I like that too. I agree. I just, you know, sometimes just want it to be dark, like I said. And it might not even work out on screen, you know. Like I might get something like that and then hate it. You know, it all depends. It might be forced writing. I don't know. Cody Ghostface. I didn't know that the jerk from the bar scene in Scream 5 was Stu's nephew, so that's another motive for Stu to come back and get revenge on Sydney as well. Very true. Very true. Yeah, I know. That was kind of like, that seemed kind of like, just like, why why does he have to be? I mean, like, I know that the killer is killing people related to the original killers, and that's how it starts off. Um, but you do mention Leslie Mocker, and you do, find out that he's related to Stu. So yeah, I mean, they could work that angle. This could be it. I hope we do get Stu back. Honestly, I'm on that Stu train. I'm there with y'all. But if we don't get him back, maybe we could still keep it in the Stu family, the Mocker family. Like, this is Mocker's legacy. Maybe Leslie Mocker is killing him. Maybe Stu's nephew did survive that quick stab to the neck. But yeah, it would be a good motive, definitely. Night Watch Zone is great as well. Yeah, he's great. Yeah, I like Night Watch Zone. He does some really great content. Cody Ghost Phase. Mine is Dead Meat, Killjoy, Craven, Scary, Craven Something Scary, Destination Station, Night One. Yeah, thanks, Cody. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Hey, just to be in the same group as them, it's an honor. It's an honor. Yeah. Thank you, Cody. Thank you. Hope everybody can also make the morning screen. If you want some screen with your coffee tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. So I hope to see everybody back. I know there's other, it's kind of hard to share the streaming space because a lot of us are streaming at the same time. But just stop in, say hello, and that would be much appreciated. And hit that like button. That would help out before you head out. Let's see here. Cody Ghostface. Whoever killed Jill, I feel like it was Sam who did it just because her death was too gory. It feels like it was Sam just because they needed when Sam was a teenager. Yeah. When they killed Jill from Scream 4? You talking about Jill? Am I missing something? Also, that kind of brings up something. Did you hear about Jill possibly is like 25, 30 minutes notice like 25, 30 minutes away from the set of the new Scream movie being filmed, and they're talking about that she might be a part of this movie. I don't know if it's just a coincidence or what, but apparently she has been seen up there, so she might either be a part of the movie, which would be really crazy. But they are bringing Kirby back, so they could possibly bring Jill back as well. So we'll see. They're gonna take some risks, but yeah, I don't think Richie was Sam's first kill, not at all. Ghostface Finale, are you a fan of rap music? Yeah, some. Yeah. I grew up with rap. I like a little bit of everything. I don't really like just keep with like, if it's a good song and if it's something I like, then I like it. I'm not good with artists and names and stuff like that. Not especially not now, not new groups and stuff, but like groups that I grew up with. Yeah. I was a big Eminem fan growing up. And around here it was what was it, 3-6 Mafia. That was the big thing. Yeah. Let's see here. Cody Ghostface, the beef they had from when Sam was a kid. I mean, oh yeah. I think so too. Like, I think that I think an accident maybe happened, like a freak accident. Like maybe she didn't go ham on her stepdad or somebody. It doesn't even really have to be your stepdad. It could have been a friend, a neighbor, something, whatever, a dog. I don't know, but she lost it for a second. She realized she just killed somebody or something, and she knew that she was unpredictable and she had to get out of Dodge, and she left. She's done caused too much grief, and she's uncontrollable, and she knows that she's dangerous to Tara and to others, so she leaves. So yeah. Brock Willis is in the house. Destin, my dude, y'all rocking out with you, Brock. Yeah, buddy. Definitely are. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to the stream. Glad you're here, man. Welcome. Ghostface Fanatic. I wonder if we will get an Easter egg of all the characters from Scream 2. I wonder if there's going to be a character linked to Haley. I don't know, but I think it would be cool. It could be cool. Yes. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. Like that's what I was saying. Like a good Easter egg for Scream 2, since this is like a requel of a sequel, whatever. Um yeah, do some homages to Scream 2, you know, a little bit. I hope we get Joel back. That would be awesome. Working with Gail Weathers. I've made videos on that before in the past. But this time, even though we like Joel, Gail gets Joel killed. Like she talks him in, like, hey, you've been through this once with me. I need you. You know, nobody else will let me will do this. You know, I need you be my cameraman. And she kind of talks him into it. But by the end of the movie, it actually gets him killed, and we see Gail get really tore up about that. Like, I don't want Joel to die. See, I sound really dark about some of these deaths. I'm just thinking about how a story should play out and what could be very effective on screen and hit those emotional moments. You know what I'm saying? Like Randy, or like when we thought Kirby died, when we saw Dewey die. You know, like. That's what these movies do. They rip our fucking heart out. Brock Willis, what if they call the movie Holler, the new Scream? Just kidding. Holler back at you. Yeah, that could be the new parody, you know? Now's a good time to make another scary movie, right? With the new Scream movies. And I thought that about Star Wars. When Star Wars came out, I was like, man, it's the perfect time to make another Spaceballs. Y'all ever seen Spaceballs with Rick Moranis and Bill Pullman, John Candy, and yeah, whoever else is in it? There's a lot of people in the movie, but funny movie. And I really thought that, like, if they did a parody, if they did another Spaceballs and it was making fun of the new Star Wars, that would have been awesome. Same thing with the Screams, you know, like that scary movie one would be awesome. Call it Holler. Let's make that movie. Let's do a round table and let's make some jokes, and let's write down our thoughts on how to make a parody to the new Scream films. Who's with me? Caleb Jenkins. When I get ready to post my Scream 6 cover, the caption would be "New blood, new rules, more games." Heck yeah. Hell yeah. I like that. New blood, new rules, more games. Hell yeah. Let's do it. Do you think Ghostface is going to be more sadistic in this one? Kind of like a Jigsaw? Kind of like the Riddler in the new Batman movie? You know, like setting traps, setting something up. I wouldn't be too mad about that, as long as they don't go too crazy with it, like too much like Jigsaw. But like, still got to have those chase scenes. Still got to have Ghostface coming after you. Ghostface Net. I definitely think there could be a killer with Mickey's personality. Yeah, with Mickey's personally. Yeah, Mickey was so great, right? Timothy Olyphant, it is awesome. And honestly, somebody brought this up to my attention this morning in the Scream stream. The Want Some Scream with Your Coffee. Timothy Olyphant playing a Freddy Krueger. Oh my God, like that's really good casting too. I think Timothy Olyphant would kill it. No pun intended. Personality. Cody Ghostface, not Jill the Sheriff. From Scream 4 Limit. Oh, Judy. You're talking about Judy. Judy. Yeah, possibly. Yeah. Man, that's the thing. She gets killed off. It's like, who's the red herrings in these movies? Because everybody that seemed like they could have been a red herring gets killed off quick, except for Liv. And I kind of had a feeling she wasn't going to be it, because it was just, I didn't see it happening. You're good, Ghostface. We all make mistakes sometimes. I do all the time. I can barely talk half the time on these live streams. Cody, Judy Hicks. Yep, Judy Hicks. I like Tupac. He is my favorite. He died too soon. Yeah. Yeah, Tupac's great. Tupac is a legend. I saw with the Super Bowl halftime. Can I say that word? The big game. Hope I didn't get demonetized on this. The big game, and somebody said, what they really wanted was a Tupac, what do you call it? Like a 3D image of Tupac up there, alongside Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and everybody. And then they said it was like the best we can do is upside down 50 Cent. I thought that was so funny. I can't remember where I saw it. I think I saw it on like Facebook or something. Brock Willis, did you have the bleach blonde hair during the Slim Shady craze day? I did not have bleach blonde hair, but I did have dirty blonde hair. I did have the blonde hair for sure. And I was not trying to copy him at all. Definitely not. That was not my style or anything like that. Like, but I did have some friends that would like make the comparison, you know. So yeah, got it quite a lot. And even like when my kids, friends, they were like, "Oh, your dad reminds me of Eminem." I'm like, oh, here we go again and again. Love Tupac, Biggie, and Eazy-E. Yeah, they're great. That Straight Outta Compton movie was really good too. That was way better than I thought it was going to be. Actually, I've been thinking about that movie lately. I've been wanting to watch it again, just how good it was. Cody Ghostface. I meant to say that the kill that Ghostface did to Judy Hicks, I feel like it was Sam just because it was too gory. It seemed personal. Sorry for the mix. Oh, okay, Cody. Okay, now I understand. Yeah, it was. It could have been Sam. That would be a cool reveal in this next movie. Like maybe Sam did do some of the killings, you know. And maybe Sam is a killer. Maybe Sam's a Ghostface, but she doesn't know it. Like it's a mystery to herself. Or maybe she does know it, but she doesn't want anything to happen to Tara because there's another Ghostface out there. You know, something. I don't know. But yeah, definitely. I always thought it was Amber because of the stab. Like she did the shanking. She was like, you know, like in the yard. She was in the jail yard just shanking folks. She didn't even need to make it to jail. She'd been killing everybody. Caleb Jenkins, my favorite entertainer and humanitarian. Can I say that word? Is Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is awesome. Okay, like my wife has asked me before, like if you could have any artist that was passed away and wanted to attend their concert, who would it be? And I always think of Michael Jackson. He was just great. He was an entertainer. He was awesome. No, I don't believe any of that stuff that people try to say. A lot of that stuff was really debunked and stuff like this, especially that HBO special that they had. I was just like, nah. And then I saw a lot of stuff with people debunking stuff. So, but yeah, yeah, great choice, Caleb. Brock Willis, Destin, tell us a good dad joke. I love those. Okay, you want one? I'll tell you a joke. What to say to a lady? You know a good pickup line? You want to hear a good pickup line, Brock Willis? Or should this be a super chat? Because I got a good one. I'll give this one to you for free, buddy. You go up to a girl and you look her dead in the eye and you say, "Are you a Pokemon? Because I'm trying to get a Pikachu." Okay. All right. That's it. You got it. I hope that was funny. Was that a dad joke? Brock Willis, Judy Hicks should have lived. Don't you think, Caleb? I feel like she's quirky and interesting. And they could have done more with her. I think having her son die too, Wes and Judy, I think that was a missed opportunity. You could have done some more. At least let Wes live. Hell, he could have. He just got stuck in the side of the neck. And I know they were having that 4 West moment, but what if he really wasn't dead? Maybe that was just Judy's body, you know? Like maybe he was actually in the hospital, you know? Maybe kind of like Officer Hawkins from Halloween 2018 to Halloween Kills. Everyone thinks he's dead, but he's actually alive. Somebody found him in the nick of time, and he's in the hospital, but he's down and out, you know? Something like that. Because I really think that that's a better way to respect Wes Craven, is to let that character live and possibly be like the dude of the group, you know? But I know they wanted to have that 4 West moment, but still have that 4 West moment and have him in recovery. Ghostface Fanatic. I think it would have been cool to see Judy and Wes as killers in Scream 5. I was hoping they were gonna do that. As a mother and son killer, that would be interesting. That would be really, really interesting. Yeah, that would be different. That would be a good twist. Yeah, I dig that. Like she's been shaping him all these years since he was born. And then we find out who Wes's dad really was. Maybe that's who the killer is. Maybe Wes's dad is gonna. Mr. Hicks is coming back. Do any of you agree? I always thought the Scream franchise should have shown us the murder that started all the Marine. Yes, I always wanted to see that. I wanted to see a flashback scene, like an opening scene or something. So yeah, that would be super crazy. I think that needs to be more at a finale though, like going all the way back to the very beginning that started everything, kind of like Scream 3 did with that, video. But let's see it from the killer's perspective, or let's see it from Marine's perspective, and it opens up, back in 1995, because it was like, what was it, a year before Scream came out. So yeah, yeah, I do too, Brock. I'm with you, brother. G Fanatic, that's exactly what I suspected. Judy and West would be the killers. That would have been a neat twist. Yeah, it would have. Yep. Caleb Jenkins, I definitely agree. They should make a Marine Prescott series. That would be interesting. The many tales of Marine Prescott trying to be like Sharon Stone. No, I don't know. Yeah, I mean that would be pretty cool. I don't see it being a series though, because unless there was more killings before that they could come up with some way, but I don't see it necessarily. I would like to just see a standalone movie. I'd like to see the build up to it, and we see it from Billy and Stu's perspective of what they're doing. I think that I think I think you could tell that whole story in 90 minutes to 2 hours. Brock Willis, I still can't accept Jackie from Roseanne as one of the ghost faces. I love me some Laurie Metcalf, but just don't buy the Billy Loomis. Yeah, I agree with you. It was kind of distracting. She should have been more of a victim, maybe somebody that got killed. That would have been more shocking. Seeing her as a killer, just it didn't work for me that much either. I'd have accepted it, but I think that was the point of her casting, was like nobody's gonna suspect Jackie from Roseanne. Like, I think that was the idea. If I was a casting director, I that's what I would do. I'd be like, I'm gonna find somebody that's quirky, that's fun and lovable off of TV, that everybody knows, and she's very, and we're gonna make her a killer. Brock Willis, Destin, I feel Stu will be the new Roman, and he will be the mastermind revealed probably in Scream 7, but if so, how do we explain his nephew getting murdered? You're right. I want that too. I want the Stu return as well. I want him to be the mastermind, similar to Roman, and him killing his nephew was just crossfire action. Like, I think Amber or Richie did it. Most likely Amber. It could have been Sam. I know some people think that it was Sam. It could have been. They could write it that way. But I think him getting killed. I think Amber didn't like because of what they wanted to do. I think that might trigger the mastermind. That's going to be part of the reason why the mastermind gets back involved, because Richie and Amber's idea was just they wanted to make a good sequel. They wanted to bring it back. Well, they brought it back, and they brought the real killer back. You know what I'm saying? Stu Maka said, "Oh, you done fucked with the wrong family." It was the Tupac hologram. Yeah, the Tupac hologram. That's it. Yeah, that was funny. That was real cool. Brock Willis. It's interesting how in Scream 5, right after douche nozzle in parking lot is murdered. Sam awakens from a bad dream. Was that a clue? Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. It could be. It could be. And then we didn't really ever even see like him getting stabbed anymore. You know, he could have survived. We might see a scene where he actually survived too. You know, a lot of people getting stabbed in the neck. That's why I'm thinking like there was like almost like signature moves that the Scream killers were doing in Scream 5, which I kind of like that. You know, you're kind of like, ooh, that's probably Richie. Ooh, that's probably Amber over there. But it could have been Sam. I mean, with the one stick, you know. But we'll see. Honestly, I kind of wanted more of a understanding of like, you know, Richie knowing that Sam sees visions of her dead dad. I wanted him to like put like placebos in her pill bottle, and like he was the reason why she started seeing, you know, it wasn't working anymore. I feel like they should have done that. Like he's been trying to make her see visions of her dead dad purposefully, you know. Brock Willis, terrible, and genius dad joke. Loved it. Good. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked it. I said that to my wife, and she just said, "Shut the hell up." I like getting on her nerves, but yeah. But there you go. I have a joke for you, Destin. What do light and hard have in common? Can't sleep with a light on either. All right. Okay. All right. I don't know if that needs to be a dad joke though. I mean, you just said it's a joke, so yeah. That's pretty funny, buddy. I like that. Cody goes phase, or they could throw out there that Sam was off her meds and she was doing the killing like she did know what she was doing, and she would kill and not remembering it and showing up in places, you know. Yeah, I mean, I can buy that. That she was still like killing on her own, you know. I really do. I think that would be super cool. I think that would be a cool reveal, but I think she will still be struggling with it. Like she knows that she's killing somebody, and the only way to get it out of her system is to do it in the Ghostface costume. She can't do it in broad daylight, like who she is, but she can cover her murders up, her fits of rage, if you want to call it that, by pretending to be the killer, you know. And so we think that she's the Ghostface killer, but no, she's just using the costume to cover her tracks. But she's not really trying to kill Tara or her friends or anything like that, you know. She's only killing the bad people. She's killing the people that piss her off or does something wrong to her sister or her friends or her mom or whoever. Hopefully she doesn't have a boyfriend in this one. I don't think she needs one, but hey, look, Nev got one in the sequel with Derek, and he was actually a pretty good one. Whoa, we got a super chat in the house. Hold on, this just jumped on me. I'm gonna go to the super chat first. Brock Willis, thank you for the $5. You did not have to do that, buddy. I appreciate that. I'll say as many dad jokes as you want to, as you want me to, man. But yeah, thank you for the super sticker, buddy. That's awesome. That's awesome. Really appreciate that. But this chat has just jumped on me. Where the hell was I? I'm glad y'all are here. If you're just now stopping in, if you're in and out, because I know other streamers are going on right now, smash that like button. Share this video, share the stream to anywhere and everywhere if you can. And so yeah, we really appreciate that. All right, Cody. No, we just went over that one. What if Judy is the mastermind and killed Dewey? That would be nuts. That would be. Hold on, you can't do that. Judy died before Dewey. How would Judy be the mastermind if she got killed? Just curious. You think she survived that and then ended up at the hospital, and then she still got up and then she whooped Dewey's ass? I don't know. That could work. Probably not, but you know. Ghostface Fanatic. I doubt it, but it would be great. Yeah. Brock Willis, the closest we got to Marine's murder was the pre-OnlyFans, a Marine meeting up with Hank Loomis and Cotton at the La Quinta Hotel. Yeah, it was. And a lot of people, like, I really thought that would have been kind of cool to see Hank Loomis back. He could be a red herring. He could be pissed off you know, and he might want to try to reconnect with his granddaughter, you know. That'd be cool. Ghostface Fanatic, that's the only thing about Scream 2 that Debbie Salt, aka Mrs. Loomis, didn't really have it for me. She was alright, I guess, but she wasn't my favorite. Not my favorite either, buddy. She was not she wasn't really my favorite. I wouldn't put her on like my top 3 killers or anything like that. But I mean, it definitely surprised me when she walked out. At least it did that. That at least I can say that. Cody Ghostface, I feel like Stu really didn't know Billy's motive. If you see his eyes when he finally, yes, dude, I know where you're going with this. When he finally tells Sid the reason, he looks shocked, like he mean to tell me I killed my friends because of this bullshit. Yeah, he did. He just kind of got real serious look, like he was like shocked, like, oh, I didn't know that's why we were doing this. So yeah, it was kind of, it seemed like Stu was kind of left in the dark as well. But then he just accepted it and he was like, now you're not a virgin anymore. You know, super sticker. Thank you, Brock. Catching up to that. Ghostface Fanatic. I think Mickey was a better than her. Yeah, definitely. Mickey was a better killer. Mickey was cool. I like Mickey, but Mickey was obvious in my opinion. As soon as he tried to make Sydney, sat there and try to make Sydney think about Derek. Why would he go back into that house? You gotta ask yourself that. He was planting those seeds of doubt in her, and I was like, he's the killer. And then he always had that camcorder around, and whenever they played that video with Gail and Dewey, I was like, oh, it's Mickey. Like I knew it was Mickey when I saw the movie. I remember, but I had no idea about Debbie Salt. But yeah, he definitely was a good killer. Brock Willis, what the hell happened to my chat? Brock Willis, Stu is a bad mocker fucker. You gotta get that mocker fucker. That's funny, dude. Let's see here. Ghostface Fanatic. I wonder how Gail didn't recognize her in Scream 2. It was kind of fishy, but I know films ain't gonna be perfect. Yeah, because she just said, you know, it's called a makeover, Gail. You know, you should try one yourself. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Gail says she's seen pictures of her, so she's never seen her in person. So yeah, it was a bit of a stretch, but they wrote it to where, you know, I guess what else can we do? We gotta buy it, right? Brock Willis, I love Skeet, but all I could have done without Billy Loomis hallucinations. I didn't think it was necessary. I didn't either, man. I thought that was, I mean, it's okay to have those visions, but him talking all the time, it kind of took me out of the movie, and I was like, ooh, scale that back. You're going into almost a little bit supernatural territory. Like you're taking me out of my Scream movie here. You can still have him there, but controlled. Like he doesn't have to talk. He does not have to talk at all. That first time that he talked, okay, that's fine. You know, whenever he's like, when are you gonna tell her while all this is going on? You know, that right there, and that was fine. But that's all he needed to talk. He didn't need to scream that stuff in the back of that car. Less is more. Less is more with that shit. Yeah. Where am I again? Brock Willis, I'm starting a Mexican Pizza Fund for testing y'all. Everyone send my dude some money, make it rain for Mexican Pizza Fund. Hell yeah. Thanks, Brock. Look at you with your super sticker. Thank you, Brock. You're awesome, buddy. I appreciate that. But yeah, man, I love me some Mexican pizzas. Have y'all tried it with Taco Bell coming back? Man, I have not yet. I've been craving some Taco Bell lately too. I need some Taco Bell money. I need some Taco Bell like right now. And I know they're open late. I'm about to run for the border. But yeah, I like me a good Mexican pizza. Hell yeah. And thank you, man. Thank you for the support, Brock. Man, you're awesome, dude. Thank you so much. You know, tomorrow is actually my son's 5th birthday. Turns 5 tomorrow and everything. So Got a big day planned tomorrow, so I don't know if I can do my morning stream for a full 2 hours. Kind of got to be somewhere right after that. I probably can make it. I could probably make it work, but it's gonna have to be like strictly at 2 hours, and I gotta like close it out. Like so, but I'll let y'all know. But man, tomorrow I'm getting me a damn Mexican pizza tomorrow. Man, you see. And so, look, here's the thing: is my wife is Hispanic, and if it's Americanized Mexican food or something like that, she's just like, no, you're not gonna eat that shit. That's not real Mexican food, all that kind of stuff. And I'm just like, well, you know what? It's delicious, and it's cheap. What if Judy faked her death or something? Because in Scream 4, she seemed to be obsessed with Dewey. The way she looked at Dewey, Scream 4 seemed like, yeah, I know it did. It really did. They didn't really touch on that in this one, at all, and it was kind of weird, like that they didn't make Dewey and Judy a thing, because like, you know, even Gail was like, you know, she didn't like me either, but you know, I know this is hard for you, Dewey. Like it meant she knew it meant something to Dewey, but you know, I mean, Dewey, I don't think he had any intentions, but I always thought it was going to be. It would be a really wild reveal if you saw like Wes Hicks being actually Dewey's son. That would have been crazy. That would have been really crazy. But Judy could have faked her death. I don't know, with all the police around and news and everything, I don't see how you can really do it. Unless they say, oh, there's a body missing or something like that. I don't know. Cody Ghostface, they should do Scary Movie with us, Halloween Scream, and maybe other horror movies like the Witch or Hereditary would be pretty fun. Yeah, that would be cool. Kind of like have some like elevated horror with slasher horror, like mix it up, and like which one's better? You like your Taco Bell or do you want your fancy Hollywood food? You know. But yeah, I would like to get another Scary Movie. I think they could do it, you know. I think they need to bring back like I would love the Wayans brothers to be back. They made it the best, honestly. I accept Scary Movie 3, but it's not the one I would jump to. One is the one I would jump to. 1 and 2 are the best. But I'm actually, speaking of Halloween Scary Movie with us, Halloween Scream. Halloween Scream, that's actually going to be a special that comes up. I'm making a short film, a little fun little short fan film called A Halloween Scream, and it's got Michael Myers and Ghostface in it. So yeah, my buddy Rawhead Rex is gonna help me make it. He's gonna be playing Michael Myers. He's a big Michael Myers fanatic. And so yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a little tongue-in-cheek, but it's gonna be a little serious too. So it's just gonna be something fun for y'all. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But you're hearing it here first. It's something I've been working on. It's called A Halloween Scream. Brock Willis, Destin, I think it would be cool to rent the stew house and smoke a J on the camera. That would be awesome. And listen to Red Right Hand. Mexican pizzas for after. Man, dude, you know how to do a Friday night or a weekend or whatever. I don't care what night it is. Club's going up on a Tuesday. I don't give a damn. I'm there. Let me know and I will be there. But you better have the Mexican pizzas, man. But yeah, dude, that'd be awesome. I always said that, like, some of us YouTubers, like, I've talked to them. I'm like, hey, what if we try, even if it's booked so far out, just book it. We look forward to it in 2 years and a year, whatever, wherever we can squeeze in. And we stay at the actual damn Stu Mocker house. Let's just do it. We can all go make a road trip, make a thing of it, you know? And we've mentioned it a couple times. I really the one that brought up the idea to, like, Craven and Jack and the Bearded Entertainment and all that. And it would be great. Get Killjoy Jake there, you know? Get Carrie Crave Cinema, get us all, get the Woodsboro family together, and let's go do that. And then we can make maybe a short film in there. That would be super dope, super awesome. Cody Ghostface, if Stu went to prison, do you think anyone went and see him, like family members or maybe? Yeah, I do. I think he got visitors, especially from family or Leslie Mocker or his nephew. Seeing the way that okay, think about this. Sam, it's almost hereditary. It's in her genes to kill like Billy, right? And what did we see with Vince? Vince was also like a criminal, like he was very on edge, but he kind of was giving into it. He wasn't trying to fight it. He was just like he was a troubled young man, and it's in his genes. Like it's just it's troubling. And I went to school for criminal justice and criminology and all that kind of stuff, psychology and all that kind of stuff, taking all those type of classes. Not in that field anymore. Gladly not in that field anymore. But this is a genetic thing. Like if they do teach, like there is a theory out there that like if your dad or uncle or grandfather, and if they were an alcoholic or if they were a criminal and they did this type of behavior on a regular, you are more likely to have that same wants, those same desires, and that same behavior. And sometimes we give into it and sometimes we don't. Like it's crazy the way genetics work. But yeah, wouldn't it be crazy if Vince was alive and he went and saw what if that, man, I just thought about something. What if Vince was going to be a killer and like Stu was coaching him, like, hey, you need to watch out for Sam and Sam's sister Tara. It's Billy's offspring, blah 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 blah. But he couldn't control it. He was giving into it. He was reckless with his criminal and his attitude and everything. And maybe that's why he got taken out, because he was too reckless. Maybe that's why Stu had him killed. Ever think of that? Going deep. Where the hell was I? Got me all thinking about Mexican pizzas now. Steven, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Words can only do harm. Ask Michael. Yeah, you're right. What is up? Welcome. If you haven't smashed that thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it if you do it. If you're just kind of stopping by and going in and out, I appreciate it, guys. Brock Willis, Destin, I say you accept who you are and let's cut some. You're right. Just accept who you are and let's cut some fucking throats. Have y'all ever met Skeet Ulrich? He's a lot smaller than I thought he was gonna be. Cool guy though, super down to earth, kind of chill, but really cool guy. But he was just a lot smaller for some reason. I don't know why I always thought he was like tall. I don't know. So anyways, yeah. Ghostface Fanatic. I didn't want Randy to die. I think he should have lived longer, but at least they did show his death on camera. I love that death, even though I love Randy. I know it is so bittersweet because the death is kind of a stretch. Honestly, he is kind of killed off screen if you really think about it, but he is dead. If you bring Randy back now, I think that it kills the effect of the overall, if he was going to come back, he should have came back a long time ago. But where the hell was I going with that? I wanted to see, like in Scream 2, where Dewey and Randy were having that one-on-one in the ice cream shop, and they were like sizing each other up, and they were just like, well, if I'm a suspect, you're a suspect, and they were trying to figure it out. I want to see more of that. I want to see Dewey and Randy, more of their investigation, kind of like how Jennifer and Gail were doing in Scream 3, like that kind of goofiness and I think that's fun. I think that's a little fun, and having them two do it, their comedy chops, their chemistry, their charisma of both of them, I thought that would have been awesome to really, really do. But yeah, Randy was gone too soon. Now we're definitely not going to get anything with either character, Randy or Dewey. So that sucks. But yeah, he definitely should have lived longer, man. I still remember the feeling in the theater when I saw that, whenever I was how old was I? 15 or something? 14? I don't know. I'm an old bastard. I'm an old dirty bastard. Ghostface Fanatic. At least it was done in a creative way. Yeah. Yeah, it was. It was creative. It was creative. I just hate that it happened, and I hate that it was Mrs. Loomis that did it. I was shocked when he got killed off though, because it was the only second movie. I know, that was the big shock, and I really feel like in Scream 2, like that's when that tone goes down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like there was like it was like good pacing, going. But when that happened, it's like there was a moment, there was like a transition. I know we're supposed to feel his death and everything, and then we're suspecting Cotton Weary, but there's like when the sun goes down, there's like this transition. I'm like, I don't know where we are or what we're doing right now. Like what time of day is it and what day is it? Is it the same day? You know, it was just kind of confusing to me. But yeah, he was gone too soon. Cody Ghostface. What if Stu is Sam's godfather, and that's why he goes after her in Scream 6 if he comes back? Yeah, possibly. Yeah, possibly. You know, maybe Billy knew that what's her name? Christina Carpenter? Ain't that the Carpenter's mom's name? Maybe he knew that she was pregnant, you know? I would always like to see a scene like, like a flashback of Stu's house, and that moment where we see what's his name? Skeet. When we see Billy back in the house and he walks up the stairs with Sydney going up to the room, and then Randy walks up and says, "What's Leatherface doing here? He came to make up." There goes my chance, Sid. Damn it. That whole scene right there, and then bring all the characters back, de-age them, show some respect so they're kind of like still there, but it's a flashback scene, and then let it pan over to Christina Carpenter in the doorway of the kitchen or something, just watching Billy go up the stairs with Sydney, and then it shows her like being pregnant, or maybe he was about to tell her about it or something. Like she gets heartbroken. Maybe that's her motive to kill. And maybe that's her resentment with Sam and all this kind of crazy stuff. And you could do it like that. And now Sam actually has to kill their mom and be Tara's protector, even if it means kill somebody. How you like that? Where was I? Ghostface Fanatic. They were originally going to say that Randy survived that in Scream 2, but Wes Craven decided to keep him dead because he had a rule of bringing dead characters back. Yeah. Yeah, he did have a rule. And he stuck to it. I don't know. Should have changed that rule with Randy for sure. Because that was a character that, people love today. And we'll never forget. Like that death scarred us. And I don't know if it's a wound that'll ever be healed. Ghostface Fanatic. Now that we know Martha Meeks won't be in Scream 6, we won't get Randy Tape again or not. Doesn't mean we won't get a Randy Tape, but I'm really surprised they're not bringing Martha Meeks back. But maybe she's just not important to the story. It doesn't mean she won't ever be back. I think that Martha Meeks would be a good killer. I mean, not a killer, a good death scene. Like, I think she should get a call from the killer. Maybe in Scream 7, we go back to Woodsboro. And maybe that's the reason why we go back, is because Martha gets killed and they got to attend her funeral, and it brings everybody back to Woodsboro. But at this time, they're making another stab movie in the town of Woodsboro. And shit happens. That could get everybody to come back to Woodsboro. And then we could have the big finale back at Stu's house with Stu Macher and Sidney Prescott and Kirby and Sam and Tara. And if they do bring it back, okay, I want to state this right now, okay, I want to state this right now. If they bring back Stu, and if they bring back Sidney, Sam can have this big ass fight scene with Stu and fight to the end. And I always said that it'd been really cool if they're like fighting and they're stabbing each other or something, because Sam won't do what Stu wants her to do. So she turns on him. She turns on Palpatine, and the camera's slowly panning around the fight. But in the background, you see the mirrors, and you see Billy in the back in the mirrors, and he's just like nodding, and he's just like looking like he's proud, and Sam is going ham on Stu, like stabbing him like she did Richie, just kills him, and like Stu's like really laying there, and maybe like Sydney comes into frame and has a gun, and then they see a TV maybe like right over his head, and they think about it. They think about throwing another TV on his head, but this time Sydney's like, bam, right in the head, just like she did Billy. And she looks at Sam just in case, just like she did with Billy Loomis's mom. You got to do it. You got to shoot him in the head. Stu was never shot in the head. Neither was Jill. So yeah, that's what they need to do. That's exactly what they need to do. Sydney has to have that last blow. Sam can get her licks in, but I want Sydney to get her last blow on Stu, if it's Stu. Ghostface Fanatic. Maybe we still can. Maybe Chad and Mindy has more tapes. Maybe they might have something. They might have found something of their mothers, and maybe Mindy's like, oh, I took this from my mom. I found it in the attic, or I found it in a closet. And, she doesn't even know I have it. I'm keeping it because these are rules for potential for requels, whatever, or for survival, and she's just watching them on repeat. That would be cool, Ghostface Fanatic, but I don't really see that given the fact that they're a young band, probably don't. I don't either. I mean, maybe leave the tape thing alone, because I also thought that in Scream 3 that the tape thing was a little bit of a stretch to begin with. So, they don't have to do tapes, but I mean, they could have something for Randy, a note, an audio recording. I don't know, guys. They could do anything, but Jamie Kennedy would definitely come back. I know he would. Let's see here. Cody Ghostface. I don't know if you remember the scene or not, but remember the scene where Stu and Randy are talking at the video store, and you see Billy talking to two girls. What if that's one? I know. I thought about that too. It could be. I don't know if those girls are acting today, but it could be. They could get somebody that looks like them, or an older version of them. It most definitely could have been. I think that was more just showing that he is kind of a dog. He's kind of a flirty guy. Like, he's just, he's all over the place. He's the wolf of the school, looking for the ladies. Ghostface Fanatic. Jamie Kennedy was getting emotional about when Radio Silence asked him to be involved with Scream 5 with his pictures, and he was getting emotional about it because he cares about the Randy character. I know he was. I saw that video. It was really awesome, Ghostface. He was getting emotional. It means a lot to him, and there's this resurgence of the Scream films, and rightfully so. Let him be more involved. Like, let him have his moment to shine that he never really got. He was gone too soon, and he wants to be a part of stuff. I feel Jamie Kennedy's supposed to be on my channel here soon in the future. I don't know if you've heard me say that before or not. I've said it on other streams, but I'm gonna have some really good questions for him. So it should be a really good live stream. So yeah, he's already agreed to do it. He's just trying to find time. He's gonna reach back out to me. So hopefully, fingers crossed, right? Fingers crossed. Ghostface Fanatic. I think Randy should get more love with the flashback scene. I think he needs more. Yeah, he does. He needs more of a tribute. Whenever I met him and I got my Scream steelbook signed by him, he goes, I was in the movie. I was like, yeah, I know, dude. I know. And then just getting to talk to him and everything. And then I saw him in a hallway and hung out with him for a little bit. Yeah, and then and then he also supported me and said, subscribe to Destination Station. Like, he's cool, man. He's definitely cool. He's definitely chill. That's what I like about him. He seems like a really good soul. But he seems like he might be a little bit broken in some areas. So, but that's okay. That's all right. We all are in some way, shape, or form. We just gotta be put back together, and this world will do it to you. definitely will. I'm pretty sure Hollywood will too. Um, Cody Ghostface. If Randy didn't die, I feel like Randy and Sydney would have gotten together. In my opinion. Yeah, that would have been really cool. Let the geek get the girl. Yeah, I like that. I was kind of rooting for that too. Like if Derek dies, maybe there's a chance, and maybe we could see them together in Scream 3, and then maybe Randy gets killed then, in Scream 3. Randy should have at least lived till Scream 3. And I felt like Cotton Weary was a waste of time too, like of a character. Like I wanted to see more of him because we just grown to like him by the end of Scream 2, and then the very first scene he's out, and I was like, damn, that sucks. Turn the damn movie off. Yeah, the chat's kind of slowing down a little bit, guys. But yeah, I don't know how much longer I'm actually going to go. I was going to try to go until at least midnight and stuff. So like, might stay on for a little bit, if it's like for a super chat or something like that. I might be able to keep my eyes awake. I'm over here not drinking alcohol tonight. I'm kind of drinking like some caffeine, trying to stay awake. Got my hours all kind of messed up, you know what I mean? Like trying to get back on track. I'm also moving across states. So yeah, that's frustrating. I'm just let you know a little bit about me. Selling my house and moving everything and ready for a new beginning, and the market is really crazy right now. So yeah, wish me luck. I am going to do what I've always wanted to do. So yeah, guys. Let's see here. Oh, this thing just jumped all the way back to the top. What was Cody Ghostface. Imagine if we would have saw Randy and Mindy and Chad sitting around watching Tremors, and we see Randy and Tremors. That would be funny as hell. You know what? Like that'd be super funny. Like I can actually picture that. Super meta. Ghostface Fanatic. I remember in the behind the scenes of Scream 2, he said, "Let the geek, the chick he messed it up was funny." Yeah, I know. But that was cool. What was that? What were those little spray things? Were they called like Biancas or something like that, or Banakas, or I don't know? Like it was like minty spray. I remember that being like a thing for a while. Like everybody was like spraying their mouths before they made out at the skating rink or wherever you hung out with your friends at. Brock Willis, where are you located, Destin? I am located right outside of the Memphis area, Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah. Thought you might have picked that up with the whole 3-6 Mafia, because that's where they're from. Little White and all that. Yeah. Yeah. Been here for a long time on the Mississippi side and on the Tennessee side. So right here on the state line. So all pretty much my whole life. So now I am in the process of moving to Texas. And like around here, it's just like there's just nothing happening here. I've been at the same job for 12 years, and they've done some stuff. They changed some stuff after, I don't want to say the word, but after what happened in the world. And I don't want to waste any more of my years, especially for a company that has promised me something in many meetings, and they did not fulfill it, and they're not going to fulfill it in the future. So I said, I've just spent 12 years of my life here, been a very valued employee. I don't feel valued anymore. And I let them know that on my exit interview too. I told HR and everybody that. Like, I was like, I don't feel valued anymore. Y'all obviously don't value me or value anybody here anymore. So I'm just going to remove myself. That's pretty much what I said. I'm a pretty blunt guy, and I'm not afraid to ask questions and find answers out for sure. But yeah, I'm located right outside of Memphis, man. I'm taking a risk, moving to Texas, moving my family to Texas, and It's a big move. I got some friends in the Dallas area, and I'm just moving where there's better opportunities, and so yeah, yep, that's it. Ghostface Fanatic, he said, "Let the geek get the chick." I thought he said, "Let the geek get the girl." Was it chick? Could have been. Why is my phone blowing up? Dang, like back to back to back. I don't know what's going on. And the bloopers of Scream 2. Oh, okay, I got you. Cody Ghostface, I feel you on that many. My hours are messed up too playing Fortnite. Man, I'm on that game like till 4 or 5 in the morning. Dude, my son, he actually does some streaming on YouTube as well. Like he's kind of gotten into it because his dad's into it. But he's big on Fortnite. I mean, he can build. I'm like, oh, dude, I played it when it first came out and everything, but I'm more of a Call of Duty guy, you know. Like I'm really waiting for that Modern Warfare 2, but I do like playing games. I'm not gonna lie, I do. I got the Series X and I got the PS5, and I do some PC gaming and stuff like that. So actually, the Supermassive Games and 2K Games just sent me the game The Quarry, so I gotta do a review of that. I've been playing that. I'm pretty far into it. I think I'm getting near the end, so I have a review on that on my channel here soon. But yeah, dude, I think, yeah, you should check him out, man. I think his channel name is Poi, P-O-Y or something like that. Can't really remember. I have to ask him. There might be more to that, but I think it's Poi, P-O-Y or something. But yeah, man, he stays up all night playing that game, especially during the summer. Ghostface Fanatic, I love Scream 3. I think it's underrated film. I love Roman personally. That's just me. Yeah. I mean, Roman wasn't bad. Roman wasn't terrible. I felt like he wasn't in the movie enough for him to surprise me. And I just honestly, I almost didn't want him to be the killer. I don't know why, but it was just kind of like, I don't know. And then whenever he was revealed, I was like, hold on, who is that again? Like, I just remember being in a theater, and then I felt like it needed 2 killers. I wanted it to be 2 killers, but I know they wanted a mastermind, and that's fine. They can do all that stuff. But it just wasn't. I could buy the motive and everything. I don't know. I just felt like it. I don't know. But the more I watch Scream 3, I appreciate it, honestly. It's a fun movie. It's a fun time, honestly. I think more people are accepting it now because think about all the content we get on Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, all these streaming services, and a lot of it is a lot of comedy, horror type of stuff. And I think people are kind of like being more understanding and accepting of like that type of comedy, Like I just feel like then it was just like, oh, it's stupid because it's got comedy in it, It was kind of ahead of its time. How do you think Randy would have dealt with today's horror? Do you think he would have watched or would have stick to the original and would have I don't think he would have. I don't think Randy would have liked The Witch or any of this elevated horror. I think he would have been against it, honestly. And that would have been really cool, like, hey, what's up with all these kids? Like, what are you watching now? Why? That's not horror. Like, you have this whole debate on what is horror and what is not, and that would be kind of cool. But yeah, I don't think Randy would. Honestly, just knowing his type of movies that he likes and stuff, like, nah. Steven, hope to see y'all tomorrow night, guys. Thanks for stopping by, Steven. Appreciate you. Glad you came by, hanging out with us for a little bit before you go. I'll see you in the morning. Be there for Want Some Scream with Your Coffee. 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. See you there. Brock Willis, did you like the movie X with Jenna Ortega? Yes, I did. I did like it a lot, actually. I watched it twice already. It's good. It's one of the better A24 movies, if you ask me. But I just like the whole tone. Like, it feels real. I want to see that prequel, even though I feel like it's going to be a different type of tone. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. I wanted Jenna Ortega to be the final girl, though. Like, that whole movie, I was like, I want Jenna Ortega to be the final girl. But yeah. Um, let's see. Brock Willis, I'm trying to send you super chats, but it's not working. Oh, it's not? Try to refresh it, maybe. I don't know. Possibly. Sometimes I hear that they act funky. That's what Carrie Cray Cinema was telling me earlier. It was like she was trying to do it and it wasn't letting her. Like I think she had to refresh it or something. I'm not sure, but she finally got it through. But yeah, sometimes YouTube can be funky. Funky. Ghostface Fanatic. I think Angelina is the second killer. I think she is still alive. You know, a lot of people do think that, Ghostface. Like, a lot of people think that Angelina is still alive, and I think that was the original idea, was she was going to be Roman's accomplice, and they changed it. And then the way she dies, she gets stabbed like closer to the shoulder. It was and her eyes. It seemed like it could have been just staged. And he dragged her off, and then, like, you know, she changed clothes in the side room or something, and she might be a killer that got away. She would be cool to come back, you know. For newer audiences, I don't know if they're going to recognize her, but I mean, do you really have to? That'd give them a reason to go back and watch Scream 3, you know. But this one seems like, you know, with Jenna Ortega saying something about Hayden Panettiere coming back and having that. That her what was the word she used? Her, not, was it redemption, or her character arc or something? It makes you think that, like, this might be a little bit more connected to Scream 4 than we really think, you know? Like, especially if they bring Jill back, you know? Jill could be behind bars and orchestrating a big cult following, you know? That would be crazy. You know, Angelina and Kirby be like, yeah, I can't believe Jill's dead. And then, like, Gail being like, well, not entirely. And she's like, what do you mean? And then the next scene they show, and, like, you see, like, Kirby having to ask Jill. And then, you know, we all know Jill knows who the killers are in the city. But she won't give out any answers, you know, because she crazy, man. But yeah, Angelina coming back too. That would be super awesome, man. Angelina. That would work. I'd buy that. Where the hell was I? It just jumped again. Brock Willis. Did you watch Porky's movies back in the day? They were like comedy. Yeah, I did. I remember at least watching like the first or second one or something whenever I was a kid. I can't remember much about them. All I remember is the scene with the holes in the shower. That's all I remember, man. And I remember that. I think it was like, I think it was marketed with that on the cover too. But yeah, but I don't remember much about it. I couldn't tell you much about it. Ghostface Fanatic, or was Roman's girlfriend in Scream 3 and faked her death? Yeah, it could have been. Angelina could have been his girlfriend and faked his death, and he could have got mad because she did say right before she got killed that, you know, she fucked Milton. You know, maybe he didn't know that. He's like, oh, you did what? I'm about to kill your ass. Who knows? Ghostface Fanatic. That's why she didn't get revealed. Yep, exactly. Brock Willis, what YouTube influencer is your biggest supporter? Is my biggest supporter, or do I support? Biggest YouTube influencer that I support? Honestly, like, I can't really pick just one, but I don't know if you would consider them big. In my eyes, they're big, and they kind of influenced me. They inspired me to make videos. But I love We Watched a Movie. I mean, I like Mike and Jay. They're cool. I've sent them stuff before in the past, years ago. Chatted with them back and forth. They've shouted out my channel back in the day. Just really like them, and I like that they're succeeding at what they're doing. Like they shot up pretty quick. Especially with all the Michael Myers Halloween stuff, like that really built their channel. Hopefully Scream does the same thing for me. But also, man, I really, you know, it's going to sound kind of, it's gonna sound kind of cheesy, but I watch like a lot of like crypto and financial advisor type stuff, like Dave Ramsey, um, and stuff, and like I really get into real estate and crypto and stock market and all that kind of stuff. So I kind of I kind of have supported a lot of them throughout the years. I It's like I get on this thing to where I listen to Dave, Philip DeFranco, every day. I used to, but not anymore. But I do like, catching up. He kind of gives you a lot of information in a short amount of time, and that's what I like. Kind of lets me know what's going on in the world. But yeah, it's something similar to me. Like we watched a movie is really cool. I like Mike and Jay. So yeah, Brittany Snow was so hot in that movie. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, yeah. We got a lot of her, right? She was easy on the eyes for sure. I was really surprised that she did that. Like I was like, whoa. All right. Brock Willis, dude, I would have bought you 15 missing pieces by now, and the shit didn't work. Dang, Brock, I'm sorry, man. Did you try to refresh it? I don't know. Maybe click out of it and then go back in. I don't know. Man, I want some Mexican pizzas. And I honestly, I think how hungry I am right now. Like I've been doing a lot of cardio lately and stuff. Like trying. I started realizing I was like, oh wow, Destiny, you need to get back on it again. You're kind of letting yourself go. So I started doing some cardio. So like I'm also like dieting too a little bit. But man, I could smash some damn Mexican pizzas right now, man. That'd be awesome. That's the first thing we're gonna do when we hang out, Brock. Mexican pizzas. Give me everything you got in there, Taco Bell. Cody Ghostface. I really want Loomis flashbacks, but with him and Michael in the hospital would be dope. And I'm not talking about flashbacks like how they did in Rob Zombie's Halloween. I'm talking about real flashbacks. Yeah, me too, man. I want to live in that moment for a minute. I think that would be really, really cool. And with the guy that played Loomis, you could do that. Like we could do more flashbacks, and maybe have all that. Like maybe this movie is going to like explain more about Michael than we ever did. Somebody said something. Was it earlier today in the stream that somebody said that like there's a theory going around that the last two Halloween movies, Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills, was all in Michael's head. Like he just imagined that, and he's still like in the hospital or something. And in this one, he actually breaks out, and like Laurie Strode, like everybody that died is pretty much back alive or something. I don't know. That's crazy, and that would piss off a lot of fans. But I don't know. I don't know if they should go that route. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Where was I? Ghostface and I'm on a diet. I lift weights and just want to be healthy. Yeah, there you go. I want to see Ghostface lift some weights. Hell yeah. Well, you just walk into a gym, you see Ghostface over there just lifting weights and just looking at you. Kind of like in Scream 2 when Omar Epps walked in the bathroom and Ghostface taking a piss. You just got Ghostface over there just doing some curls or something. Just like, I gotta find me a new gym. Like nobody else is in there but Ghostface. Yeah, I'm working out. I gotta chase this girl down tomorrow. I gotta get my shit in. That'd be funny. That could be in the parody. Do you think the cast of Halloween Resurrection are shamed by their participation in the movie? Ooh, good question, Brock. You got some great questions, bro. I don't think so. I honestly do not think they do. I think maybe the director and the studio probably wish they would have taken different approaches with the film, because it almost went comedy too. I mean, it did kind of go comedy a little bit, but honestly, like Halloween Resurrection gets too much hate. I don't think it's a good Halloween movie. Don't get me wrong. I don't. I think as far as a Michael Myers Halloween movie, I just don't know. But if you put any other slasher killer character in that scenario, in that story, and it's not Michael Myers, it's a different costume, it's a different character altogether, it would have been a fun slasher movie. It's because it is a Halloween movie, the reason why it's bad. I mean, that's not the reason why it's bad, but that's the reason why we see it as bad. But if it was like any other slasher movie, it would have been a fun slasher if it was like a new slasher on the block. That should be a video, the new slasher on the block. But no, I don't think they're ashamed. I think they wish they would have taken different approaches. But other than that, man, I think it's more on the filmmakers, not the cast. Brock Willis, good job, Ghostface. I was on the treadmill today. Awesome. Hell yeah. Get it in. Brock Willis, I think there's some weight to the Laurie Strode dream sequence, and she wakes up in 1978, and then the theory of the mask being like from part 3 is interesting too. Yeah, I've made theory videos about Michael Myers' mask, man. Michael's mask is the key. I'm not saying it's the reason why he's killing. I'm not saying it's the reason why he turned evil or anything like that. I think he's always been evil at heart. But I think when he discovered that mask, I think it's the reason why he keeps surviving. That's the reason why he won't die. He's actually mortal, but that mask is making him immortal. And that's why he has that desire. That's why he can feel it. That's why the podcasters was holding it up and saying, "You can feel it, can't you, Michael?" All that stuff. And everybody around them was going crazy because they can sense this power that we can't on our level. And that's why Michael will stop if his mask gets pulled off. He will stop everything he's doing to keep it on. You saw it with Lindsay Wallace. You saw it with Karen pulling it off. Give it, like he wants it back. If he would have made it to that scene and they didn't let him put that mask back on before the mob stomped a hole in his ass or a bunch of holes in his ass, he would have been dead. There's no way. But because he was able to put on that mask, the emphasis with the cameras and everything was him putting it back on. And that's how it's been in the last 2 movies, was those emphasis of the mask. The mask is what reawoken him and made him want to break out because he felt that power again. He wanted to get to that mask. It's like he almost knows where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Like how he found them at that gas station and just, and went to that trunk. He knew exactly where that mask was. He could feel it, like it was calling to him. He could sense its power. And it might be part of Silver Shamrock. I don't know. Brock, yes, I've been waiting. Awesome. Keep up the great work, Ghostface. Hell yeah. Do work, son. Do work. Awesome. Yep. If you ever want to talk to anybody about that kind of stuff, man, I used to be not as skinny as I am now, and I've been skinnier than I am now too. It's just I'm not gonna say the word. What happened in the world kind of got me off track, and I got a little comfortable. Let's just say that. But yeah, we can't let it happen. I'm not too bad, but it's definitely, I put in too much work to go back to where I was. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I support you 100%, man. Get it in. Let it be the first thing you do of the day. Get it out the way, and then that's it. Just make it a routine. Stick with the routine, and just stick to a good meal plan, and low carb it as much as possible, and you're on your way. Been doing awesome 5 months now. Hell yeah, good work, son. Brock Willis, Destin, would you rather be a recording artist that ends up being a one-hit wonder, or have one shitty small role in a movie that becomes legendary like Scream? Ooh, I don't know. Because I would definitely make more money with the one-hit wonder. Because if I had a small role in a movie that becomes legendary, yes, it'd be awesome to be a part of that project. But it obviously became legendary after the fact. I've already signed on the dotted line that it was something that was unexpected, or we didn't know it was going to be that phenomenal. So, man, I don't know. As much as I love movies, I want to say that, because sometimes money isn't everything. It really isn't. Doing what you love is everything. And family. But man, but if I was a one-hit wonder, I might be able to get the money to make the movie that I want. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'd have to go with the one-hit wonder, man, because I can just do a lot more with that money. Yeah. Man. Anyways, Ghostface Fanatic, straight. Just stay motivated. Yep, stay motivated. Stay motivated, buddy. Ghostface, you got to keep your cardio in, man. Don't be tripping over furniture and getting clothesline from fucking freezer doors and shit. Man, I feel sorry for the stunt double. I was like, man, whoever that is, that's the stunt double for Ghostface, needs to be getting paid very well, because he's getting his ass kicked in some scenes, you know. What annoyed me the most about kills is that the entire town is beating him down, but no one pulls a Laurie Strode H2O and cut his damn head off. Yeah, I added the damn. But yeah, you're right. It's like they're just like, oh, we're done. We're out of breath. Yeah, you know, and yeah, and it seemed like it was just, and I think that, you know, with him getting up and then him and Tommy, when him and Tommy start going at it, that was actually on like a sound stage. Like, that wasn't even on location. So that was like, honestly, like they didn't have that location anymore, so they had to film it later. But yeah, I mean, yeah, they should have just finished him off. Like, you think that Karen would have just cut his damn head off, you know? That would have been awesome. It would have been great if they were like trying to grab his mask off or something, you know, and then just cut his head off. That's how you're going to have to kill Michael. You're going to have to get his mask off, and then you're going to have to behead him, or, you know, cut him up in little pieces or something. Let's see here. Cody Ghostface. We're going on 2 hours now. We're after midnight. Let's see here. Cody Ghostface. I wonder if we will see Ben Tramer in this, because in this timeline, him and Lori is married, or was married. Yeah, maybe. A lot of people think that. Possibly. She had some past relationships that wasn't successful, so I want to have Danielle Harris back, honestly. I want her back. I want them to do a requel to part 4 after Ends. I want them to, you know, as much as I kind of do like Halloween 6 in some way, they had some good scenes, some good moments, but overall, no, let's get rid of the 5 and 6 and let's start fresh after 4, where, you know, Jamie is all grown up now and she's kind of moved on with her life, and you can still have it written in there like she never met her mom. You know, maybe she was given up for adoption or something at a young age because of Laurie Strode and her struggles and stuff. So yeah, definitely. Let's see here. It just jumped on me again. That happens, you know. Ghostface Fanatic. I hope Laurie doesn't get thrown off that tower. I hope not either, man. Everyone keeps thinking that. Watch it be something just simple, you know. Like, maybe there's a DJ at the radio tower or something. Maybe it's Busta Rhymes being a DJ, or LL Cool J. They both being DJs at the radio tower. That'd be cool. I wouldn't be mad about that if they just like showed respect to it. Just like, yeah, here, you get this or something, you know. No kung fu. But yeah, I don't want that to happen either. But it could definitely happen. It'd be compared to Resurrection. Yeah. Brock Willis. I feel if Lori falls off the radio tower, it's too close to what they did at the beginning of Resurrection. It really is. It really is. Yeah, you don't want to do that. You want to do something completely different. And that's what we need in a Halloween movie. Man, do something different. Do something different. Nobody climbing no damn. Michael ain't no damn trimmer. Ain't no graboid. Why you climbing a damn tower? Why you going all the way up there? Where you think? If you climb all the way up there, Michael come right up there with you. It might take him a long time, but he gonna get there. And you can't get down unless you skydive. Let's see, where was I? Cody Ghostface. Any advice on someone like myself who has asthma and wants to work out but has a limit? Yeah, I would honestly, like, if you definitely keep, your medicine nearby, your inhaler or whatever. Try to do it in a place where you're not by yourself if you're going to work out. And don't do it when it's too hot. Like, make sure you got a good breeze, plenty of fans. Because, man, I actually have slight asthma myself, and I went through basic training for the Air Force. So yeah, dude, like, I know the struggle. But yeah, you can just take it easy. Don't overdo yourself, and just go at a brisk pace, and don't do it alone either. And don't do it in a very hot and muggy area. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if anything does happen, because shit does happen, you never know. You want someone there that can get help or help you, So yeah, make sure there's some really good airflow. I would rather be a one-hit wonder. Hey, Macarena. I remember that. Hey, Macarena. Yeah, one-hit wonder. I think you could do a lot with that money. I think you could do a lot. Dude, the last time Tommy yells, "Evil dies tonight," I felt the acid reflux from my Mexican pizza. But that Mexican pizza was worth it, man. It was worth it. It was worth that acid reflux. But yeah, man, geez, please stop with the "Evil dies tonight." We better not hear that one time. And you can just see the whole audience going, "Oh my god." Brock Willis, who is your most hated character in the entire Scream franchise? Ooh, good question. Very good question. Who is my number one hated character in the Scream franchise? All right, I'm gonna tell you. Hold on, I'm going through all of them, trying to really think about it. I could easily say Sarah Darling, but she only had one purpose, was to just die, and she's somebody known. But if I had to really pick somebody, I'd have to say Charlie from Scream 4. Just did not resonate with me. I just really thought I just didn't like him, and especially whenever he became the killer, I really didn't like him. I was just like, man, someone slapped this kid. Like, I don't know. I was like, like, even though both the killers were small, and the Jill reveal was cool, Charlie, it just stuck out to me, and I just did not. Him and Trevor, I didn't even like Trevor. I didn't care for Trevor at all. So Charlie and Trevor, it's neck and neck, but probably Charlie, because I didn't like the way his Ghostface finale was. I didn't like his psychotic side. I didn't like it. I thought he was a dork. Sorry. I was like, man, yeah, Sydney's about to whoop your ass. Cody Ghostface, Lori, Jamie, and Allison kills Michael would be dope. Yeah, it would be. That would be awesome. That would be super cool. That would be really, really cool. Ghostface fanatic. I think Michael will live, Laurie will die. Yeah, I think that it's going to be portrayed on screen that both of them die, but I think we're going to get something small Like, you know how like in Halloween 1978, when Michael's laying there on the ground at the end when he falls off the balcony, and then they look back down, he's missing. Well, that happens with Laurie Strode in Halloween 2018. Michael throws her off the balcony. He looks back down. She's missing. In this one, I think they're both going to fall. Could be from a radio tower. Not quite sure. But I think that someone's going to look away, and then they're going to, or maybe Hawkins, maybe Allison, is going to look away, and then they're going to look back, and they're still both laying there together, dead, side by side. And I think Michael's going to be maskless. Like, his mask got pulled off before the fall, and they're both stabbed up before the fall. And this time, neither one of them get up. And then I think the next scene, we're probably going to, get Allison leaves Haddonfield or moves on with her life, something. And then I think that two things are going to happen. Or both things are going to happen. One or two things are going to happen, or both things are going to happen. Is we're going to see that mask laying there on the ground, and the camera's going to pan in and slowly go to the mask while we're getting like a voiceover of Laurie Strode or Dr. Loomis or something. And someone snatches it up. Boom, credits roll. And then I think we're going to get the John Carpenter score. But after the score, I think we're going to hear Michael just breathing like on the phone. I think we're going to get something like, and we're just going to hear that in the speakers sitting in the audience. And that's it. Just something to say, oh, dang, he's not dead. He ain't dead. He might look dead. He going to wake up in 30 minutes, eat everything in your house. And eat your dog. But yeah, I think on screen, I think Laurie is dead. I think Laurie's going to die. I think we're going to think Michael dies, but they're going to still leave that mystery up. But all the rights are going back to Makad, and this is the last of Blumhouse, so they're going to have to do something else. We're not going to continue this. This is just going to be the boogeyman is still alive type of thing. Like, you cannot kill the boogeyman. Or maybe he does die, and maybe when he's in the morgue or something like that, maybe some crazy person or some crazy doctor like Sartain or somebody comes in, and they got the mask and they put it back on Michael. Like, they're like, oh, we don't need to tamper with evidence or something, whatever the hell. And they just force it back on his head, and then Michael just comes back to life, like Frankenstein, like Jason or something. We get zombie Michael. I don't know. Hey, Destin, I'm back. Just got done shower. Oh, cool, Caleb. Glad you're back. Glad you're having fun, man. Still rolling. It's after midnight. I told myself I was going to go to midnight. Probably won't be going too much longer unless a super chat or something comes in. I'm already 20 minutes over the time. I'm going to be wifeless if I don't stay on track, But yeah. If you're married, you know what it's like. But yeah, Des the best is in the West. Yeah, Des the best in the West. Hey, I was actually thinking about some people were like leaning towards the Stationeers. How do y'all like that as a name? I was going to do a poll and like everyone vote on some names of like what do y'all want to be called? I want to call you what you want to be called. That's what we should tell our kids. Like, I'm not going to name this kid until he gets old enough to be able to name himself. So I was thinking like the Stationeers or Screamers or Scream Team or all of the above or something. And also I have something coming up later on too, that I have some merch that I'm working on as well. So be looking out for that. I'm gonna have some 4 West t-shirts and hats, along with some other logos with like with some other images and stuff like that. But the first ones that are going to come out first are the 4 West ones. You've probably seen them in my last videos. It's got my logo on the back and it's got 4 West on the front. So let me know if you'd be interested in that, and what do you want to be called? Because I want to put those on t-shirts, cups, hats, hoodies, all that stuff. So yeah, let me know. I need to be in the West. Speaking of the West, Have you does anybody watch 1883? I mean, I've heard people's been trying to get me to watch it, but I just started watching it like this week, and it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm not a big Western fan, but for some reason this one seems like an easier watch for me. I don't know. I'm just like, huh, yeah, that's good. Anyways, Brock Willis. I think Lori will be playing Naked Leapfrog with Frank, and Allison lives with her, but damaged from losing her parents. I think Allison will be dark, damaged. Yeah, I do too. I think she's going to be a little bit more on edge, like a "don't fuck with me" type of attitude. We got a real "don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you" attitude around here, and I like it. What movie was that from? Let me know in the comment section if you know what movie that's from. We got a real "you don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you" attitude. I'd like to keep it that way. Let me know what movie that's from. Brock Willis, we just said that. See, it jumped on me again. Ghostface Fanatic. I know a guy who is a trainer, and I'm on his diet, sort of just eating ground turkey, white rice, and avocado. Hey, I would suggest, which that's good, honestly. Like, as long as the white rice is in small portions. They always say, like, if it's like if it can fit in the palm of your hand, that's the type of portion you need to have for carbs. With white rice being a kind of starchy, I would substitute that to brown rice, because that's more of a complex carb and it's got more nutrition, because that's all white rice is like all the nutrition is ripped from it, that grain. So if you could, for it to have more nutrient dense, then change your white rice to brown rice. It's okay to have white rice sometimes, or white potatoes or whatever. I know a lot of people say if it's white it ain't right, when it comes to weight loss and stuff. But if you can handle, some people don't really like brown rice, but I've learned to like it, and I kind of prefer it now. It's got like a little bit tougher of a texture, and I don't know, I kind of like it if you get some good rice. Yeah. Ground turkey, that's great source. I've never been the biggest on ground turkey or even ground chicken. I know that a lot of fitness people do. I'm simple, dude. I stick with like chicken breast, cod, and always convenience is my biggest thing. Like I get those frozen bags of veggies that I can throw in an oven or throw in the microwave and heat up real quick. I need quick, easy meals, or I will not stay on a diet. I will not. So, and meal prep. I don't like over 3-day-old chicken, so I don't meal prep over 3 days, because I want my stuff to taste good. And I feel like chicken and food, even if it's in the fridge for 3 days, after that third day, it's just like, no, the texture's just gone and everything. So yeah, those are just some advices, but great. You're on a great track. I give you that. And it's okay to eat white rice. Just don't eat a big plate of it, because you don't want to spin your wheels at all. And count your calories. That's one thing I need to do better at, is counting my calories. He's an expert. He's awesome. Nice. Yeah. Some people, and everybody's different too. Some people are really carb sensitive too. So like, carbs might not affect somebody the way it does to this person over here. It's crazy. Brock Willis, Brittany Snow equals Mexican pizza equals yeah. Yeah, that's a good combo right there, man. If you yeah, I don't know if it gets any better than that. Oh man. If Brittany Snow was just there, just eating a Mexican pizza, and says, "Hey, come here." Would you pick a Mexican pizza over Brittany Snow? Cody Ghostface. I'm just wondering what the missing persons photo has to do with ends. Yeah, I know. I think that's going to be somebody that's going to get killed at the opening. I really do. I think it's going to be somebody that gets killed near the beginning of the movie. And that's going to be the first alert of the town. Like, oh, is he back or is he not? And that's going to be the mystery of people getting on alert. Like maybe she died on a Halloween night, But she was the only one, and there was no trick-or-treating going on because of what's going on in the world. So they're just like, no, it can't be. He ain't back. You know. He competes in bodybuilding. Oh, nice. Heck yeah. Yeah. Take his info then. I agree. Charlie is was like, yeah, it was. Yeah, what? I don't want to be like, Charlie, sit down. Charlie, sit down. And how the hell is he going to get Hayden Panettiere? How's he going to get Kirby? There ain't no way. I call bullshit. My friend. Brock Willis, Jill was the Mexican piece of Ghostface's badass biatch. Yeah, she was. She was pretty vicious. She did have a good reveal. I ain't gonna lie. Guys, I'm gonna finish up here. But I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to close it up here soon. It's going on 12:30, and there really hasn't been a super chat or anything like that lately. And I think my wife is asleep. She should be, but you know, I don't want to get in trouble. But they will both die, like you said. Yeah, I think they will on screen at least. But if you want me to stay or something, you know, like super chats, they talk for sure. But Cody Ghostface, no, this isn't supposed to happen. I'm not supposed to die. Ghostface looks at him all confused as fuck, and then he says, oh, like, Ghostface don't care. I know that. Yeah, that. Honestly, I don't know. Was he, or was he just saying that to try to live? I got that as like, you know, if it helps, you know, and he still killed him or whatever. Like, I was like, maybe he wasn't. He was just using that because he thought that was one of the rules. That's the way I took that. But maybe. Uncle Brock is the president of your fan club. I just called Shotgun. Oh, okay. Yeah, you got it, buddy. You definitely got it. I'm glad you're here. You know, like I didn't expect it, like a big crowd or anything like that tonight. Like, because usually I haven't been doing night streams lately. So I do want to do them regularly. Does this time work better for y'all? And I do got to get some moderators too. So if y'all like these night screams, yeah, let me know, because I'll start doing some more night streams and night screams, whatever I want to call them. I got some stuff coming out tomorrow too, so y'all be looking out for that for sure. Let's see, where was I? You can call me Brother Love. All right. Caleb Jenkins, Brock Willis. I need to watch Black Phone. Just don't know when it's out. I think it's already out. I want to watch it too. I've been wanting to watch it too. It kind of looked like a movie that I didn't really care to rush out to the theaters to see. It kind of, I don't know. It kind of felt similar to Sinister in nature, just a little bit. I guess just because Ethan Hawke's in it or whatever. But I'm looking forward to it. I do want to see it. I just wasn't in a rush to see it, but I'm hearing it's pretty good. And I want to see that new Elvis movie too. That looked pretty good. I do like the East Coast or West Coast better. Do I like the East Coast or West Coast better? I've never been to the West Coast. I'm not gonna lie. But I have been to the East Coast. So, I mean, I guess that's all I can say. I don't know which one I like better because I haven't experienced both of them. But I would assume I would like the West Coast. The original Mexican pizza has 530 calories, 19 grams of protein, 49 grams of carbs, 29 grams. Okay. All right. From Taco Bell. That's good info there. You always want your protein to be as close to the carb number as possible whenever you're choosing to eat something. I mean, yeah, the carbs are obviously more than the protein. I wonder if you could maybe add for like extra beef or beans or something, or both. Beans are like a perfect food. They got nutrients, they got proteins, they got vitamins, everything in it. Like beans and peanuts are like the world's perfect food because it's like they got a little bit of everything in it. But yeah, but still, I mean, that's not bad. I mean, I'm taking those 530 calories for a Mexican pizza. I ain't gonna lie. Why I gotta be white referencing diet food? I know, right? That's just what I've always been taught. from a lot of friends that that they're really big into fitness and stuff is like, a lot of white starchy foods is not good for you. So they say if it's white, it ain't right. I don't know. I say in moderation, it's okay. I eat chicken sometimes and also salmon. Sometimes I only have 1 cup of white rice. Okay, there you go. That's fine. That's Ghostface. You're good, dude. You're good. Stay on track. You're perfect. You're golden. Brock Willis. I count my calories as I throw them down my throat. I don't even count them no more. I think the missing girl on ends was the girl at Taco Bell that told me Mexican pizza. Man, Brock, you need to get you some Mexican pizzas, man. You need to get us some Mexican pizzas. I really want one now. Hey, there's a Taco Bell close to me. I might run out there and go. I might have to make a run. I might just wait till tomorrow, because I'm telling you, sometimes, see, that's the thing. If I don't get to bed, I don't get to sleep. If I stay up late like this, man, I get hungry. So it's like, no, I just need to go to sleep, and then I'll eat when I wake up or something after I work out. Well, it's good night, y'all. I tried more super chats, bud, but it didn't work. It's all good, Brock. It's all good. I appreciate you, man. That thing can act funky sometimes. I think my buddy Rawhead Nick said that he had to use the thanks on one of my videos or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, sometimes it can be like that. Carrie Cray Cinema said that same thing. So, good night, everyone. All right, good night. Yeah, we'll end the stream. We'll catch back up in the morning. I hope to see y'all there. Get some rest and be up in time to have some Scream with your coffee. I think that there will be a couple of fights between Laura and Michael. I want to see a good one. Yeah, at least 2. Let's see 2. Let's see like them going at it, and then Michael gets away, and then finally they have the final showdown at the end. Brock Willis, weekends are better for me, or evenings between 6 to 9. Okay, all right, I'll keep that in mind. Central Standard Time. I'll definitely keep that in mind. Did you guess suspect that Richie and Amber were? Yes, I did, and I actually made like a few videos about breaking down that trailer. I even made a video called "What Would Randy Do if He Was Still Alive," and breaking down the suspect list. And I played the Guess Who edition, and yes, I knew it. I wanted to be surprised, but I knew it. I hope the trailer for Scream 6 is not the same thing, honestly. Ghostface Fanatic, I take creatine. It's a good muscle supplement. It helps muscle growth. Yes, it does. It helps recovery. It pulls water into your muscles. It's going to help with strength. Yes, creatine, protein, and if you need the energy, pre-workout. That's all you need. I wouldn't go anywhere other than them 3. And you don't have to do pre-workout. I wouldn't even do pre-workout full time. I would cycle off of it because heart health is important too. Brock Willis, Destin, what is your favorite sushi roll of all time? Ooh, good question, because I do like me some sushi. I have to say a spicy crawfish roll, even though that's very Americanized sushi. I have my old boss. He took me to some Asian restaurant. He's always like, you like that Americanized? That ain't real sushi. He was from Japan, and he was like, let me show you some good stuff. And he showed me. You're right. It's not the same, but I always go for a good spicy crawfish roll. And sometimes, like, I get it fried. I get like half fried and half, fresh. I mix my damn wasabi and my soy sauce and make it a little spicy soy. Oh man, now I want some. Man, you just trying to make. Are you hungry? Cause you making me hungry. now I got to go get sushi and a Mexican pizza tomorrow. Damn. I wish tomorrow was a cheat day. Brock Willis, treat yourself, buddy. Get you Mexican pizza tonight. I know, right, man? I definitely will. Yes, Louisiana here. Okay, cool. That's right. You did tell me that. That's right. Cool. I need to binge, watch all your videos one weekend soon. Okay, man. Yeah, they're there. Check them out. Let me know what you think. I love doing theory videos. I want to do more theory videos. Like, though, that's where I love, like, I was going to call it drunk theory, actually. And just kind of like, I was just having like a, like a whiskey and Coke or something. And just like going deep thoughts and just like really theorizing on Halloween, Scream, Nightmare on Elm Street, all this kind of stuff, anything. Um, and it seemed like a lot of people like those, so I need to bring those back for sure, for sure. But yeah, Brock Willis, I hate that Scream 5 trailer showed Sam staring. Yeah, that was so stupid. Like, what are you doing? Like, we live in the day and age of where people break down trailers and everything. Like, they just showed way too much. They just wanted to make sure they got asses in the seat. They wanted to make sure that Scream 5 was successful, so they showed almost everything. One big spoiler. You're my inspiration. That's why I make content. Oh, thank you, Ghostface. That means a lot, buddy. I really appreciate that. That is super awesome, man. Thank you so much. That means a lot. If I can help somebody or inspire somebody, that's the point, man, because I need that. I need y'all to be there for me for that, you know? It's always great to have a mentor, somebody that inspires you, because you're only as good as your circle. And it's normally your 5 friends, your closest 5 friends. Make them something. If you see your 5 friends around you that's not doing anything, and they're not inspired, they're uninspired, and they're also haters or anything like that, find a way to distance yourself from those and find you a new crowd. Find you better positivity, better mentorship. You need somebody that is good with collaborating with you and wants to make things better. That's the thing. Like, you gotta shun that negativity out of your life. Trust me, I know. Okay, and sometimes some of your closest friends, you might think they're I grew up with these guys, you know, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You got to realize, come to a point where y'all don't really have much more in common, and you got to, you know, I might be talking about my experiences, but I'm just saying that for anybody, it could be family, it could be friends, it could be coworkers, it could be anybody, new friends that you meet, and then once you really get to know them, like, you gotta have limits of who is your immediate circle. And if I can inspire you to do anything, man, that right there inspires me to make my next video. You just saying that, like, you inspire me now, like that's awesome, you know. And for y'all to just come and you know, shoot the shit and talk to me and let me talk about our favorite movies, and theorize with y'all and just be a part of this community, like, that's the best thing ever, man. That's the best thing ever. And I'm here for y'all as well. I want y'all to know that for sure. Thank you, Ghostface. That means a lot to me. Brock Willis, last question, I promise, and I'll say goodnight. Do you believe the Mothman is I don't know. No. No. Nah, man. I know a Mexican pizza is real. I know Brittany Snow is real. I know sushi rolls are real, and I'm gonna try to get one tomorrow. Probably gonna get a Mexican pizza tonight. Man, damn, got it stuck in my head. Ghostface, I'm passionate about Scream. It's like, me too, man. Like, I'm talking about, like, my gears start rolling, dude. Like theorizing and thinking of scenarios, and I did, because I'm a writer as well. And things that I watch and I say, and some of the ideas y'all even give me inspiration to just like, wow, that's a great idea. I need to jot that down because I might want to tie that into something that I'm writing later. Like that's something I've never thought about. And that's the whole point, man. Like do what you're passionate about, because life is too short to do shit that you're not passionate about. So why not do what you love? Do what you love. Be a part of what you love. Ghostface Fanatic, like Fake, Craven, Jake, you, Knight are all my inspirations. Thanks, Ghostface. That I know that means the world to them, and it definitely does to me, man. That you made my night, bro. You and Brock, y'all are great. Y'all are great. I'm so glad y'all are both here. But man, yeah, and they're a great circle as well. Like they're really, really cool, really good people to be a part of. Great community here. We got a great community. I'm not sure, is Craven still going on tonight? I'm not quite sure how long he was going. I know he was streaming earlier. I need to check on him. Ghostface Fanatic, if you were a director of a Scream film, What would you add that's different? Okay, I'm gonna answer this, and then we're gonna call it a night. We're gonna say nighty night. And then I see y'all back at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. If I was a director of a screen film, what would you add that's different? I always say that Scream could be very beneficial with some flashback scenes in every Scream movie. And I'm not just talking about from this installment to something that happened in the last movie or the movie before that. Yeah, that could be cool too, like Stu still being alive or something like that. But no, I want to see when the killers are revealed at the end of each Scream movie and they're explaining their motive and what they did and who got a little knife happy and who did this and who killed who. I think that it would be really cool to see them doing the whole setup, like being outside of Casey Becker's house and they're like, all right, you go around that way, all right. And then they pull down the mask and then one goes one way, one goes the other, or one gets on the phone, the other one goes over here. And then, or like same thing in like Scream 2, like with the CC Cooper scene, like, all right, I'm going to call her and then you're going to be over here and then you're going to sneak into the house. Like just something small, just kind of show us the setup. I want to see the setup of Ghostface whenever he's doing all this kind of stuff. Kind of like how Jigsaw movies, like, I obviously I like Scream more than I do like Saw, but at the end of every Saw movie, you always got these flashback scenes of how they set it up and why they set it up and what they did and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't have to be a long flashback scene, but I do want to see a little bit of a setup. It just get me invested in the characters just a little bit more, and reasons why of each kill, why this person and why that person. That's what I want to see. So yeah, that's what I would add, and more chase scenes, and a little bit more creative kills. Similar to, have you ever seen? I want to see a little bit more creative kills. Do you remember the scene? Have y'all ever seen? And this isn't a really good movie or anything, but Urban Legend Final Cut, the scene where the girl wakes up in the bathtub and her kidney's been removed. She tries to climb out the window. And she's struggling. She's trying to climb out the window, and the killer grabs her by her leg, and he's pulling her in, and everything's slippery and slimy, and she's trying to push herself out the window, but then she grabs the top of that window and breaks it, and then her head's like right underneath the window, and then the killer like grabs it and like slams it down and cuts her head off. Stuff like that. I want to see Ghostface do similar stuff like that, like creative kills like that. Like, oh, that was cool. But still, got to have chase scenes. Still got to have the stabs. Got to mix it up. Yeah, he is still alive. Stu is alive. Definitely. So yeah, we're gonna end it, guys. We're gonna have to go ahead. It's 2:45. We're about 45 minutes over. But just for you guys, y'all have been great tonight. Y'all have kept me alert, alive, and hungry. Brock Willis, my favorite horror movie as a kid was Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. I think I remember that. It's super creepy. I need to rewatch that. Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. I remember some Scarecrow movie that was kind of creepy when I was a kid. I need to check it back out. Yeah, I'm gonna look that up. Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. Yeah, it might be the same one that I'm thinking of. Brock Willis, Mental Thoughts of Sushi. Yeah, you're right. All right, good night, Brock. Get some rest, man. I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully you're in the stream, 10 a.m. Want some Scream with your coffee. Thank you for everybody. If y'all haven't hit that like button, smash it before you head out. I know people are in and out the chat. Really appreciate y'all. I'm gonna still do morning streams, night streams, maybe midday streams, maybe, you never know. But I'll have it scheduled and have it up for y'all to know ahead of time. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for making my night much better, a lot much better. Like you guys are awesome. We're family. My stationeers, if that's what y'all want to be called, the stationeers. Gotta find a name. Got to. Ghostface Fanatic. Good night, everyone. I really enjoyed the stream. Thanks, Ghostface. Enjoyed you too. Keep in touch. Hit me up on Instagram if y'all got any questions. Kind of kind of use Instagram, touch base with everybody, and so yeah, great to have y'all tonight. Thank you. Hopefully we can do this again tomorrow night. So, and tomorrow morning. So yeah, y'all get some rest. Get you a Mexican pizza. Get you some sushi. Get you good. I don't know shit. But you guys have a good night, and I'll see y'all later. All right, I'll see you later, or I'll see you on another time. Peace. It's very confusing.